celestialist crew, a beacon of light, for work to unravel secrets entwined. Law with her care and lust for life, turning the cogs in her curious mind. Scales that tell stories of times long past. Deep in the echo, her interest is cast. Starborne Melody echoes in the deep. An ancient history, now our secrets to keep. Sail on a siren with feathers adorned, seeks to maintain her graceful form. A voice that weaves tales across the sky, relaying the dreams that never die. Renick the brain with numbers and might, forearms for eyes in the cosmic night. Stoic and with numerical grace, in Lockstitch's crew he has found his place. Starborne Melody echoes in the deep. An ancient history, now our secrets to keep. Pollux and Castor, the skillful pair, always the team with starry hair, with a bond so strong in the vast expanse, unveiling the secrets in cosmic dance. Starborne Melody echoes in the deep. An ancient history, now our secrets to keep. Starborne Melody echoes in the deep. An age-old mystery, and Lockstitch holds the key.
Oh. Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 18 of season 4. So, couple things real quick. We do have 2 new cards. We all know what gotchas are, but I have eliminated the rolling 1 to 5 gets you cards, 5 to and like coins and stuff. No, they're all magical items that vary on a sliding scale from 1 to 20. For all the gotchas. From now on, when you get a gotcha, it's not like you get cards, because like we're gonna make them more limited, like when we get them, and they're all gonna be items. Like they're all gonna be something in game. Secondly, there's the DJ Ghost card. I don't think I've set a price on that one yet, so right now that one is only if you get it randomly, you get it.
It is actually craftable. It is set to the same craftableness as any of the other cards.
Thank you. Then Nika took care of that for me because I had forgotten. Alright, so real quick, if you guys haven't been here, haven't been able to keep up, we are currently in the quest of getting the song in the Celestial Sea perfect. Like, we realize that once we open up the Celestial Sea songs, we will then have access to whatever it is that these cities are trying to do. Like, you have mixed messages. The folks of Haven believe it opens pathways to other parts of the world, like turns on gateways. And you guys have seen some of these gateways, just didn't know what they were until now. The folks of Mixel, specifically the bottom part of Mixel. Mixel is the city over here, guys. You guys can see it on your map. It has a tower locked into the bottom of it. A tower can affix itself to the top as well. It is very sci-fi, might not be the right word, but I'll show you real quick, you guys, because I know Zach and Ox might not have been able to catch all of the things. So here we are. This is Mixel. It's got a fucking tower in it, and it basically plays the low parts of the song that we're listening to. We have a drum beat, thanks to Leo and Osiria and the people who went and saved Foley. But we are working on every part of this world of the Celestial Sea has a song, and that's what we're trying to do. And today's, spoiler alert, you guys are taking care of Lydians. Lydian is a city of bismuth, full of dance and music, and people wearing headphones non-stop. People, like the sidewalks are cobblestoned in such a way that's almost like a DDR pad. Like, as you walk, you are playing music. Like, people talk in key. Like, as they are talking, they are moving around to match what spot they're standing on with the things that they are saying for like mood and inflection. Like some people I don't think actually in Lydian show much emotion on their face, but you can tell if they're being sarcastic or if they're kidding around by which notes they're hitting as they talk. So that's just some cool stuff about Lydian. But you all are for the Queen, and I will introduce you now. Alright, so we have Officer Leo Levin, played by Leo.
Hello, nice to meet you all again.
My bad, Senior Officer Leo Levin, because
Thank you.
we have you're quite welcome. We have Officer Gemini, played by Zach.
Yo, what up?
100% yes. We have Tarkus, played by Salty Row.
Hello.
And we have Valentina, played by Ox.
For the Queen.
Or the Queen.
For the Queen.
So, I think so. We are going to be starting off in Haven. Leo, you felt it when the magic went down in this city, because the drum beat fell quiet when one of the spheres in the Celestial Sea collapsed in on itself. Really, no fault of the crew. I mean, honestly, but the crew did happen to be there when it broke apart. But luckily, right? But luckily for Haven, Leo and Osiria had been working on the magic of the place, and they had felt the rhythm, and they jump-started it. All around town, you will still hear people, like, singing songs on corners, and, like, walking around with musical instruments to make sure that the city still feels musical and magical for everybody. But Leo, you don't have to be playing music right now. You can be exhausted from playing music if you want to, but like you guys have taught everybody the song basically.
Definitely hard work, but worth the effort.
So, is this the rest of you's first time in Haven, or have you guys been in Haven before? You guys all have access to have either been here or at the Silver Thimble or anywhere else like doing some work.
I think this is definitely Gemini's first time.
Tarkus has been staying in Haven.
I might say the same for Val, first time.
Absolutely. So, Leo and Tarkus, where are you showing Valentina and Gemini around? Like, what are the spots that they should hit?
I would say one of the main spots that Leo would take them to is to the town square, is where basically where the music is at its strongest, where they can get a feel and a beat of the town and of the city and how it is. And perhaps it might inspire some things within them, as it has inspired a couple of the folks in the crew already. It's quite lively.
It's like absolutely that. But we'll say that this is like the town square because it's got where all the murals are. This mural is a mural of the Sirens. We have seen Ceylon basically stare at the murals a whole bunch, and sometimes the murals will move. Like you're not 100% sure how or why or when it happens, but it does. But yeah, Leo, I also think the murals seem like they're singing you guys' song. If you don't look at them, you know what I mean? You keep your back to them and try not to like pay attention to it directly. You can start to hear them singing your song.
So do all the murals do that? Like, is it just like a magic that seems to permeate through the city as a whole?
Give me a 20-sider.
Kidoki. 17.
17 will definitely do it. Upon like, how are you going about researching that? Like, what does it look like for Leo to research this, but also succeed?
Well, an easy way for him to check with how the magic is resonating around is his spear that he always carries. That, well, he can't carry it, but and I remember because this is Haven, no weapons here. So he will have to use more the devices that they usually have among the crew. Maybe with the little detectors. Maybe have that. It's been a while since we've mentioned this. The little beetle.
Oh, absolutely, little beetle guy.
Yeah, it's been a while since he's done work around here. But since this place has a no weapons rule, the beetle will be perfect for being able to run these tests.
Does the
Leo,
no weapons rule include having like a staff?
It does not include a staff as long as the staff does not appear as a weapon.
Okay.
Hidden weapons are fine. We've established this, but if you guys get caught with them, that's when it becomes a problem. But if at any point we know that your weapon is a hidden thing, like, it's not a problem until you use it as a weapon.
Yeah, so don't smack anybody with your walking stick and you're perfectly fine.
Okay, because it could be used for some cool dance moves.
Oh,
very important.
As long as you're not hurting people with it, then it is perfectly safe. I can't bring my spear here because, the spearhead is obviously rather weapon shaped, so it has to stay in the submarine.
Exactly. And so, Leo, as you look at the situation, the beetle is resonating two frequencies at the same time, as well as you're looking at it, most of this mosaic, of all the mosaics, are shells. I would say 95% of the mosaic is made of shells, and 5% of it is probably some kind of gem, very rich gems, but we don't steal from these most of the time. Even the thieves of the area do not steal from the murals. I'm not saying you guys can't. You guys want to be thieves, go for it, live your lives. I just don't think you would.
Some things are sacred.
Steal from the murals at your own peril.
And some of them, specifically the ones that you have found singing at you, have their precious stones in them are bismuth. All the ones that feel like they are singing to you, that they have a movement to them. And you, on your detector, detect spirits of dance. Absolutely of dance. And there's a myriad of them. And these are very, very small ones. What do they look like? In the abstract. They don't have to look like anything in particular. but they can look like things. We have seen spirits of corruption look like slime almost, like corrosive slime. We have seen spirits of greed look like little money bags. we know a spirit of life and rebirth looks like a little phoenix.
Oh, that's cute. I feel like with the dance ones, they would look like music notes, but they are almost always they look kind of like rubbery because they're always seemingly bouncing around. Like if they're hopping to like a certain beat, whatever beat it is depends on it.
Did they just look like those old school cartoon music notes?
See, now I'm imagining the Pokemon Unknown, but different types of music notes instead.
Mm-hmm.
That's
It might
cute.
have
That's kinda
it might have little eyes as they look around and bounce around, potentially. So yeah, I can imagine them as like various like cartoony looking music notes, the real rubbery looking ones that are just bouncing around to whatever beat they are like sticking to.
Love it. Absolutely. So that's like, you see the fact that any of these ones that have the bismuth as their stonework they feel like they're attempting to make you dance. Like you guys, like you just like easy work for them. Like your feet start tapping the second you hear these things singing. Other people it's a little harder, but you do notice an uptick of people bobbing their heads when they're near these murals. And then you hear just like an exasperated voice like come running up the street. It's just like, hello. Oh, hard work. I need to sit down. Hold on.
Oh, of course.
And Gemini's like, "Hello, friend. How are you?"
Oh, hello. He stands back up off the bench. He's just like, Phoebe's messages at your service.
Mm-hmm. Please, don't overexert yourself. Yeah, take a seat if you could. You seem tired.
I just looking all over. It's just like there's a lot of people in the town, and all I got was, this is for the queen. And when I didn't know who for the queen were, they said look for the 4 best dancers, and I won't be ashamed to ask. I had to say that I've gone up to multiple groups asking them if they're the best dancers. You seem to fit the bill. Like looking at you guys as like feet tapping and moving as like you're near the mosaic.
For the queen, yes, that would be us actually.
We are indeed for the queen.
We're admittedly a bit more known over in Happenstance than out here, but yes, is there anything you might need?
Yeah, I just came in for you, and he hands you an invitation. I'm gonna make it really big so people can see it.
Ooh.
Oh,
Look at it.
There are no. Yeah, absolutely. It's like he's like, yep, that's got it copied exactly as they said. And like, find you, give it to you guys, and then like that's how I get paid. And he's just like puts his hand out like he's waiting for a tip.
Oh, of course. Leo would hand him some of his gold, and not sure if that's a currency that they use here, but hopefully.
He takes it, like bites it. He's like, Phoebe's eating again.
Thank you for the message, sir.
If you need food, might I recommend? And then he just starts like listing off just a ton of recipes and like I can how to make various things. Like yes, this is great.
Gemini there is quite enthusiastic when it comes to culinary interests.
I thought when Krieg moved into the town, I thought he was going to be bringing his restaurant. Did somebody just spit at Krieg's name?
Mm-hmm.
It sounded like somebody went like through the mic. I don't know if that was just in my head.
God, that's it.
I just like, did somebody just?
No, No, not actually. It's just
No.
like just a little,
No, no.
just a little tip on my end.
No, it was just somebody walked by.
That passerby does not like capitalism. It seems.
Right? It's like I really thought he was going to be bringing a Kriegs in Market Square, but he didn't. He made a little tchotchke shop for himself, selling like wonders from all around the world. Diversity is great, but we were looking for a restaurant. Like
Well,
Phoebe
I'll-
here. Go for it.
As fellow co-owner of the secret recipe, I will have a word with him about this. Food should be enjoyed by all.
It's like we just don't have a lot of restaurants here. I mean, we of course, Haven's famous for its pizza. We all know that the deepest dish pizza is served here at Haven.
Gemini's like, oh, hold on. It, walks off to the side, gets on his communicator, and starts making deals.
That he is. You've got him very interested in potential food ideas. But knowing him, he will definitely speak to Krieg about this as soon as he can.
Did I roll to see how quickly we can get a restaurant opened here?
Yeah, absolutely,
franchise,
Gemini.
right?
Like, what are we serving at this restaurant?
Um,
Are we doing a competitive pizza place? Because Phoebe would love to get into the pizza game. Let me tell you.
Oh yeah, who's Phoebe?
Phoebe is this
Courier.
pink fish guy
okay,
here.
That's okay. Yes.
Let me tell you a little bit about Phoebe. Phoebe used to be a fucking 19 too,
Hey.
and that's gonna go to a 20 in a fucking second. I guarantee it.
I mean, if somebody wants to, if they want to, I could throw that in there. Up to y'all.
The
Yeah.
Pizza Wars.
Okay, then I shall fix that for you, good sir. Give me a moment.
Oh my god, how does Leo help Gemini to get this from a really good idea to the perfect idea? Like, what does that look like?
Let's see. First off, let me put the card so that it is going through. Using a wild card for the effect, since it
Absolutely.
should work just fine.
Has Leo been here before?
Oh, Leo has been staying in Haven since the group first arrived here. So he's he knows a good bit about the city and how it works.
We'll
to a
probably
degree.
know where to get ingredients, or what district would have that kind of stuff.
Oh,
I
yeah.
I don't want to have to. Oh, sorry.
Oh,
Go ahead.
you said-
No, if you've got an idea, go for it. I've got a funny idea. I've got a low-hanging fruit idea that I'll throw out there.
I mean, I do kind of want to hear that too, though.
Leo as musical talent, like live music at this restaurant once in a while, would draw a huge crowd based on what Leo and Osiria did for this city.
Oh,
What did they do
I
for the
see.
city?
I see what you mean. Well, would Osiria be okay with joining on those performances every now and again? Cause I know they're in here in the chat. But the live music thing sounds actually kind of fun. Oh, Osiria said absolutely. So boom. What Leo and Osiria did, Gemini, at some point, Haven was feeling like a really bad dip because something important seemed to got messed up, and it messed with basically the overall vibe and musical beat of the town. Leo and Osiria managed to find a way to fix that. It is why the citizens, mostly for more often than not, have musical instruments with them to keep the beat of the town alive and upbeat.
Okay.
So
Gemini comes back, is like, okay, pizza restaurant should be open within the week.
Well, and if you need help on business there, considering how this place is when it comes to music, I could ask Osiria if she would like to assist me in such manners. People do love music. Live music might be an interesting idea for the place.
I'm no business ant, but I've always wanted to try the sign flipping thing. And,
Aw. The little sign spinners?
yep. I think I could be really good at it. I've never tried it though.
Aw. Valentina with the 4 arms doing the sign spinning? Aw. Well
She's
then.
like, suddenly dawns on Tarkus. It's just like, what if we turn my old body into a pizza oven
Ooh.
for the
That deal has
pie?
already been made. He may or may not be regretting it.
For the pie.
For the
Absolutely.
pie.
For the pie.
For the pie. Yeah, that's the name of the
I-
restaurant.
For the pie.
I have bad
Okay.
news, guys. Pim has dibs on the pizza oven.
Well, hopefully we can speak to Pim about this. I'm sure she might be amenable to reason, potentially.
I
If
like
not-
Reddick's idea for the za.
Oh,
If not,
Okay,
we'll
no, yeah.
slowly make
For the
replica.
za is even better.
For
For
the
the
Za's
za?
pretty good.
For the za. But if it's a no-go, I could make a replica.
Okay, so we know it's a 20. We know Gemini setting this restaurant up in a week is done. Okay, so I need Leo and Tarkus. Your role is to make a new pizza oven.
Oh, good lord.
And Valentina, your role is how good of a sign spinner you turn out to be.
Hey.
Oh,
Hey.
Success. All
And a
right,
tough
we got
choice.
2 success and a tough choice. So Valentina, your sign spinning is gonna it takes a little bit more work. It's harder than you thought, I think, is how it comes out.
Sure.
Here are your 2 tough choices. Does Valentina become better at talking with people and like convince like chittering in such a way that they like everybody's just like, oh, 100%, like, oh, pizza this way, great? Or do you just become amazing at flipping signs? Is it all just like body work?
Well, the talking has never been their strong suit.
So
I think
Valentina
I'll-
just gets like really into the stunt ones.
I'll take the dexterity route. Sure.
Absolutely. Alright. Sell to me Valentina's like signature sign flipping move.
I think because of the tough choice nature of this, they get a little punk rock at the end of the routine, and in a rockstar guitar smash, so does the sign. It slows down the performance having to go make new ones.
That's
once in a
so
while.
funny. It's just like each sign only lasts like a half an hour.
We gotta have one of the main expenses of Fortizar signs.
It's up to management if they want to try and reprimand Val on that, but they're just gonna keep doing it.
Listen, Leo's not the one running the pizza restaurant. He's just helping build it. What they do is up to them.
Phoebe is just in the office, just like, guys, we spend a lot of money on signs. Just like, we really should like maybe think about hiring a new. And like looks outside at Valentina. It's just like, you know what? No, we're good. We're good. So a week later, you guys' pizza restaurant for the Za is up and running.
Anyhow,
And we look back down at the invitation.
yeah,
Oh, right, yeah, that.
yeah. Leo's looking at the group like, yeah, this was our original intention. Hopefully we're not too late.
There is no particular like other than for the Queen, it's written out as music, and then like the symbols are basically people like dancing, but as hieroglyphics.
Ooh.
So like it's difficult to understand what is you are being invited to, although all of you can tell immediately that it is an invitation. It feels like an invitation.
Well, it would be kind of rude of us to decline an invitation.
Mm-hmm.
Are the three of you willing to go with me then?
Gemini's
Aye,
already walking to the door. It's like, what? Wait, we're not. Oh yeah, yeah. I thought you guys were right behind me. Come on, let's go.
Phoebe's just like, guys, we didn't hire anybody else. You're just gonna leave me here at the restaurant?
Shoot.
Out of
Gemini gets on the
curiosity.
comms again and is like, and walks off and comes back 10 minutes later. It's like, yeah, I think there should be a few people who helped set it up. They're still in town. They're coming. Like, so Gemini would have had some of the people from the secret recipe here bringing supplies and stuff.
I'm a love doing this.
Yeah.
The employee
Out of
transfer.
Yeah, the ghost.
curiosity, is it? Oh my god!
I have to ask. Is among them?
Absolutely, would be here. Like,
Yay.
Sentence.
it's just like, as they go through the town, you guys see the ghosts turn from like, the ghosts from the secret recipe restaurant turn from the green that you used to ghosts around here to like, they start flashing colors with the music and stuff, especially the closer they get to any of these mosaics. They are like quickly like changing color, and they're looking a little bismuth-y. They're looking a little like, they mostly land on purples.
Oh.
And they're like, oh yeah, Haven, oh, this place is great, thanks for inviting us, Gemini. And it's like, yeah. And like, people are seeing Gemini shake hands with these spirits,
Mm-hmm.
and everybody is looking at you guys now.
I think we might have garnered a bit of attention.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the grand opening of For the Za.
Back to business.
Phoebe comes out from behind the counter for the za. And it's like, I'm burning this pizza.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's just our special extra crispy pizza.
I mean, I guess some folks do. I suppose it might work for some.
I'll eat it.
It's just like,
It should be ghosts, I believe. These particular ones, they're ghosts, right? Not spirits. That you know, for the.
It's really fun that you ask that. It's really fun.
Or are they another thing altogether? They're specters or something.
They're spirits from another world. But
Okay.
Spirits. People
Gotcha.
called them ghosts the first time you saw them, so they started dressing up like ghosts.
Okay. Well, that's cute. I guess that's one way to differentiate them.
It's a joke that's been going on since I introduced them.
So there's your answer, Caustic. They're actually spirits. They dress like ghosts. So, I'm sure this question will come up again when they make another appearance. But, for the time being.
So Charity has a union of spirits. Like, these people did not have bodies. This is their form.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen them. Like, one of the only things I really learned about them is that giving them a name makes them a little more corporeal, which was interesting. It is why one of the spirits that is among the groups might be a bit more easier to see than the others, because she gave herself a name.
And now they work at a pizza restaurant. Happily, mind you, by the way.
They are pretty good when it comes to work.
They just love to do it. It's novel to them. And I think floats over Leo's shoulder and looks down at the paper, and she's just like, are you going on an adventure?
Most likely.
It seems like it. We've been invited to head towards, what's this, Lydian? Yes, Lydian.
And like, arm like comes out from underneath the sheet as she points to a spot on the paper, and she's just like, says right here, like, adventurers, that they're looking for adventurers, competent and not easily frightened by dark places.
That's us.
I believe we could handle that very well. Well, you three, I guess we have an idea of what to potentially expect. If things are well on the way in Fort Azar, we should get about to go into this invitation.
Phoebe's just like, oh, I gotta go to Lydian anyway. You guys need a lift?
Oh,
Sure.
that would
It's
be.
like, now we got the ghosts.
Mhm.
You just,
Yeah, Gemini is really good when it comes to like food businesses. It's amazing, really. So I still wonder sometimes if it's the same Gemini that I'm running missions with sometimes. But that's just me going off on a tangent.
just rests her hand on your Leo's shoulder. And it's just like, sometimes you just take the good days.
That's fair. Thank you.
It's just like Phoebe comes out with 20 pizzas. She's like, all right, we gotta make it as quick as we can. Lydian's a good boat right away.
Mhm.
Quick as we can.
On we
Thieves.
go.
Spin the wheel.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Phoebe's is driving? Nice. What does our delivery boat look like, everybody?
Actually, I don't think I've driven a boat before.
A delivery boat. Oh, snap. Ooh, and a 16.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Phoebe's nailed it. But for the
Yeah.
record,
I'm picturing the thing they launch out of the submarine that carries Solid Snake in Metal Gear Solid 1.
I gotta leave that up.
Wait, what does that look like exactly?
doesn't it just look like a torpedo?
Yeah.
Nice.
awesome.
Okay.
Oh, is that how it travels so fast to places?
Yeah, they literally shoot it out of a submarine.
Ah, so-
Torpedo
Do,
pizza.
do we just
Yeah.
spray paint
Okay.
for the za on the side of it?
is the
Hilarious.
so wait, so is the pizza place like basically by the pier so that you can do that?
It has
do
to
that
be,
delivery?
right? It's just like, you guys, like, there was a big argument with Mrs. Waveheart between Miss Waveheart and Gemini. It's just like, I'm pretty sure that these are weapons that you're trying to install into our pier, Officer Gemini.
Uh-oh.
Nah, they're just efficient transportation.
Pizza delivery system.
Look, they're hollow. And Gemini like opens it up and shows that there's just a spot for, passengers and a specific place to put stacks of pizza boxes.
I do very much support the free
Small
market.
businesses.
And small businesses, RIP free market.
Mm-hmm. The design is meant so that it can cut through the water as quick as possible. No one really likes a cold pizza when they get it delivered. So with this design, it should be able to get to where it needs to go in a rather quick pace. As long as somebody competent is in the wheel, as we can entrust our dear Phoebe here, it will get there without any issues whatsoever. And you'll be surprised at how well it might work out as a delivery tool for the future.
So we have a sub and we know this tech. So easier to implement something we already had and just modify it.
The fact that all makes so much sense in this game tells me how weird this game is. Because we do launch motorcycles out of our sub.
Indeed, we do.
That's just a thing we do.
I did not know that, but I am not surprised.
How do you think Akana gets to places so quickly with her motorcycle?
Ah, right. Yeah, no,
So
makes sense.
cool.
Makes
That's
sense.
that's her method.
All right, all right. So, let me grab Phoebe's fucking token. I didn't know he was coming to Lydian, but here he is.
All right.
Phoebe is having a real good time. Like, that dude, he was accused of a crime he didn't commit, arrested for the crime he didn't commit, beaten by dickhead guards. But then it all turned around for him. He started selling sea lice to people. And now look at him. He has a pizza restaurant. He's part of For the Czar.
right? He's things that yeah, exactly. Everything's coming up Phoebe apparently, according to. And it's good to know.
Good job, Phoebe. He and for the people who weren't there for the game where Phoebe was introduced, Phoebe used to run with a crew called the Cottage Pie Gang, and it was beef, carrots, peas, and potatoes.
Oh, I get it. Phoebe just flipped it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, somebody in the thing just said Phoebe back, like said Phoebe, and I was like, yeah, his name's Phoebe. I think it might have been Nail Guy. All right, you guys. You have arrived at Lydian, and Phoebe's just like, I'm gonna deliver these pizzas. You guys have a good time.
Thank you, Phoebe.
Gemini does the handshake thing with him.
Godspeed.
Oh shit, Phoebe knows the.
Oh, are we gonna
Phoebe's in
teach
on
him?
the homie hug?
We're gonna teach
Oh,
him.
he absolutely would.
All
By
right.
now, he's been hanging out with us for a week.
He had been hanging out with this group for a bit. Yeah. All right, we could show. Yeah, we could show him. If you ever go to Happenstance and you meet somebody named Gog, Humble, or Bundle, or Steam, there is 4 of them. If you do this, they'll know you're with us, and things will be a lot smoother over in Happenstance for sure.
It's like absolutely. But so we've already done that. That was a scene back in
Over
in the pizza place.
Yeah.
But now Gemini, you are saying goodbye to Phoebe with the handshake.
Yeah.
Absolutely. What? Second, let me just make sure I got all of my names right, because the problem with naming NPCs is then I have to remember them.
Curse you, memories.
Yes. So Sanatina is the one who sent you the invitation, and she is like watching your goodbye, and she loves it. That this is her. She is very elf-like. She has pale green skin. Her chest is all just a giant gemstone.
Oh.
She has headphones on most of the time, but the second she starts seeing the handshake start, you see her just like reverently take her headphones off. Gemini, the ground underneath your feet is making music as you are doing this handshake. It's like as you are walking, like it's doing like a backing track for you. 2 things. What is your step pattern song sound like? What does your step song sound like to the people of Lydian?
Okay. Legally distinct Mexican flyer. For those who don't know, Mexican Flyer is the name of the song that the main theme that was used for Space Channel 5.
Oh, I see. You go. Okay, so I don't feel bad now. Like, okay, I'm not the only one thinking of video game music for this. Cool.
Well,
Absolutely, yeah.
Technically, Mexican Flyer is a song from the 1960s by Ken Woodman and his Piccadilly Brass. That
Sorry,
was just
but
used for that.
yeah, I think
I
you
wasn't
mentioned
sure
Space Channel
about it.
5 was like, oh, okay, whew.
Just heads up for everybody, I'll be asking you all this question. If
I
at
already
some
got
point
my
you could, if you could drop this into the workshop or into general, so everybody can know what you're thinking.
Sure. Then
I'll feel really good. You don't have to do it like right now. You don't have to have it prepared, but just for my own fun.
too bad I already had it
Gemini.
prepared.
Yeah, right. But Gemini, can you roll me a 20-sider? And this is just if Phoebe can basically keep up. Yeah, it just barely does. I think Phoebe does the whole thing. The real problem is he has not put the pizzas down.
He still he managed that with the pizzas on hand.
Yeah,
Damn.
with the pizzas on hand, he
That's
takes his job
dedication.
incredibly seriously.
That's dedication.
And okay, in workshop, I put it in there with a YouTube link for the song.
Thank you. Sanatina, who is this woman, walks up to you and she's just like, that was one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. You all must be for the queen.
Mm-hmm.
Or the queen.
Indeed, we are.
Indeed.
This is Harmonia over here. She is a guard. She has, she stands about 40 feet tall, and she has 8 arms, but only 2 legs. So, careful. She's not threatening you or anything. You are welcome, and you have your invitation. And like Valentina's just like, you guys made really good time. Like, I wasn't expecting you for a couple more weeks. It's a long trip.
Well, the crew here is nothing if not innovative. We've figured out a way to expedite travel to a degree.
Delivery torpedo.
Pretty useful.
It sounds it. Also, pizza.
Oh yeah, we just opened a pizza place over in
Yes, it's for
place
dessert.
that player me forgot the name of
Yeah, Haven.
already. Haven, yeah.
Yeah, we got you.
I pull out a spare sign and just hand it to them.
She's just like, what are we? Hold on. And like, she like sees like the handle things on it. She starts spinning it, and she's like, ha ha ha. And then she like, you see her stepping back onto other things, cobblestones.
It's fun, right?
She's like, oh, it is fun.
Mm-hmm.
As she like throws it up into the air, and legally distinct butterfly starts playing. As she is like twirling the sign, spinning around, like, and she's like, is this how you do it? And she spins it behind her back, and then like gives it one more spin, and then hands it back to Val. It is glowing with spirits.
One hand over mouth in amazement. That was wonderful.
Joey just starts clapping. It's like, yeah.
Mm-hmm. It is a form of advertisement. With these signs, you spin them around, dance with them, and you kind of display your message to whatever business you wish to go to. Or if it's not a business, it could be like directing them to like a potential festival, or anything like that. Whatever you feel like the sign might work best to display.
Huh, that's dancing for profit. Interesting. You see Harmonia's head turn slowly and like is staring at the sign that Val is holding, and that one's new. She reaches one of her hands and tries to like brush away things from around the sign. Val, you have had some experience with anomalies and like the spirit team Slaughterhouse. Katori, Patagon, voice.
I have.
So like you know when a spirit is nearby.
I get a sense from the rest of everybody seems to clam up and get a little more tense anytime spirit stuff is happening.
Nice. So you can feel it. The best way to describe this is in that moment, like you can hear / feel a little greed spirit or spirit of capitalism on your spine, on your sign.
Uh-oh.
I do a couple more flourishing spins and smash this side.
Oh, if only a 20-sided, only 2 20-sided, we'll take the higher. Okay.
Oh.
Tough
So
I
a
was
tough
hoping
choice.
for a 13.
Oh no.
Haunted. Haunted by the. But
Haunted
you
by
smash the
capitalism.
sign. Yeah. And here's your tough choice. You can easily Like when you smash the sign, you hit the perfect musical note that enhances the little capitalism spirit, the little like greed spirit, and it'll follow you around and it will point you at treasure. But it is a spirit of greed and capitalism that will attempt to like make this place more capitalist.
What's the
Or
alternative?
you can break it and like you see it run, like it does not get beefed up, but like I'm gonna add to the quest today's game opportunities to kill that little thing.
It might be old habits, but the heart of ant communism beats strong within me. Begone, spirit!
It must be destroyed.
Like you see Harmonia just like see the spirit run off and sees Valentina's like desire to catch it, and Harmonia like pulls off some of the stained glass like bismuth type stuff from her face and hands Valentina a pair of just like ruby red sunglasses.
Whoa. A gift?
It's just like, please handle that one for us.
You got it. Today I've been practicing the art of peace, but I'm always ready for the art of war.
And you musically hear like 4 of the hands clapping. You see Phoebe come like walking back down the street, and he's just like, I tried to go to this address and it doesn't exist, and then I looked at the address and it just says, "This is for you, man." And he hands it to Leo.
Wait.
And then hands all the pizzas. And as you open it, it just says, "Dear Leo, hi, I hope this letter finds you well. It's Bonnie. You remember, Bonnie. I'm hunting down pirate queens, just in case we forget who I am. I'm just a little guy." Anyway. It's like,
This little guy.
just a little guy.
That is a threat.
It's pretty sure that this would be a good way to get you guys and your new pizza business over there in Lydian. I figured this would find you in Lydian. So, here's the thing. And it's just like, is anybody looking over your shoulder right now? I'll wait.
Is anybody looking over?
I don't think so. Unless, like, somebody wants to be.
No,
And
it's
it's
like,
just
wait, what are you looking over your shoulder for? And then walks over. It's like, what you got there?
Hold on, I was told to read something. Hold on, give me a second.
Okay. Then Gemini walks away.
Sorry about that. Just a moment. And Leo continues.
The text just continues like, good, now that it's just us. It's like, somewhere in Lydian, I have received word that they keep ancient original recordings of all of the 7 Pirate Queen sea shanties. It's like, I'm not looking for copies. I'm looking for the originals. If you could locate these and bring them back to the captain and we would thank you very much for this. Try not to draw too much attention. I'm not explicitly telling you to steal things, so we will grant you a enormous budget if you are able to locate and procure these for the captain and I. Hugs and kisses, Bonnie, Salamander, the fire kind.
Leo will need to mention this to the group when it's just them. Too many people at the moment. But basically what Bonnie wants is the original 7 songs.
The original 7 pirate shanties.
Out of character question. Is that what the bounty is?
Yep, that's your bounty.
Alright, then let me play it. Alright. Captain's orders, ba-boom. Find the 7 sea shanties for the captain. Okie dokies.
Susanna's just like, so I invited you all here. I heard that you were not only... And then she looks at Phoebe. She's like, well, I invited them here. Can you dance, Phoebe? I don't think Phoebe is a particularly great dancer.
Does he have flippers?
Yeah, he definitely has, like, just big old, like, merfolk flip. You know what? Here we go. Let's see if we believe in Phoebe. Phoebe's a pretty okay dancer. Like,
Oh, yeah?
if
Just-
you guys are 20s, he's pretty okay.
Yeah, he's
I
pretty
rolled an
good.
18.
Phoebe's showing off all kinds of talent today.
I clap for Phoebe.
Phoebe just, he ends it with the, like, the real strong, like, b-boy arm cross and leans up against the wall.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Leo gives a little nod in approval. Mm-hmm.
Gemini gives a big thumbs up.
It's just like, Sonatina, it's just like, absolutely, I'll introduce you to, do you have anything that you need to do? Do you guys want to change out of those drab clothes?
Gemini
What's the
immediately
dress
rips his outfit off and has his dance clothes on underneath.
What's wrong with my bow tie?
I just, it's a fine bow tie. I mean, it could be a little more colorful. It's not very flowy. And then Harmonia, like, nods her head. It's not very flowy at all.
Well, think of it this way, Tarkus. Now you have more bow ties for different occasions.
She's just like, here. First things first. We'll go to the store and get you guys some new clothes. And as we start walking, I need each of you to tell me that song situation. Like, what do the people of Lydian hear when you walk?
How we're going by the order? That way we're not stepping on anybody's toes.
Roger.
Would it be different than what we already said?
That was you specifically.
Right.
Yeah, so you don't need to do it. So it's
Okay,
just
yeah,
let's go Leo, Ro, Ox. That's how it's lined up at the bottom of my screen. So
Okay,
Okie dokie.
then Leo will go first. His Leo's like walking beat was rather, it's calm, but at the same time a bit quick with how small he is, with how his steps are. To those who are familiar with this particular piece of video game music, to those familiar with Jet Set Radio, specifically his is humming the bass line. So it's I see we have one response. But yes, that would be Leo's basically step song as he moves about the city.
I mean, that's just fucking spot on for me. How about for you, Tarkus? If you guys weren't there for the game where we last were here, specifically when I bring the Storm, the Pirate Queen, walks, she walks with such intent that it's almost like a villain. It's in my head. It's like almost the Imperial March.
That's insane. That's awesome.
Like, and she walks it so confidently, she walks it so powerfully that it does affect people. Sonatina here is insane. Not insane, but like in love with the Storm because of the confidence and like the strength of that song. So your song does affect everybody around you in this town. Just so you guys can get like a feeling like what other people have done here.
I think so.
I think Tarkus' steps, for those of us that have played Monster Hunter, is something like proof of a hero.
Oh, bum, ba, bum, 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 bum.
Yep.
Very heroic
Follow
over
up
there.
later.
Okay.
Yeah.
For sure. What's it sound like for Val?
I got. We all live together in Warframe. It's there's heavy drum beats.
Oh no, that sounds.
The hard
I did not
working
know that song,
souls.
and I'm listening to it now. But like, yeah, that sounds right.
It's about being down in the depths, slugging it out. No heroics, just hard work.
I love it. Sanatina's is the best way I can describe it is when she's hustling, she is like almost chocobo music, like that kind of feel, like when she's leading you guys somewhere. But if she's like matching pace, like a normal walking pace, it is bubblegum pop all the way down. It's like it might be oops I did it again, basically. At any point it'll fade between any of the most poppy songs. And like she puts her headphones back on when she's having like conversations about the city, or if you're asking her questions, she'll have her headphones on. But if you ask her something like personal, she'll take them off and have a conversation with you. But that is a different kind of conversation. This place is cool and I like it. I'm going to cut us through some streets real quick just so we can see more of it. We have seen these before. These are some people that we have seen. This little one here absolutely loves 3 vampires and a goth girl, and she's listening to like metal all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And here we go. This is a clothes shop that she has brought you to. And like all around are street clothes style, like dance clothes from our world. Imagine a little bit Blacklight Spencer gifts mixed with Hot Topic, but very specifically for dance clothes and band t-shirts.
Ooh.
I had a friend that called this stripper lighting, but I get where it's coming from, but yeah, still rocks.
So, Tina's in here and she's just like, well, have you pick, everybody, go ahead and tell me what we're wearing. It's just like, she has not told you where we're going unless you guys are asking, and you guys can ask her any questions you want in here.
Yeah, if that's the case, Leo would be curious as to where they're headed, because if he wants to know what kind of a situation the group might potentially get into, hopefully less chaotic than the last time they were randomly doing stuff. Still remember the time we went from dancing to a prison break. So, Leo would ask.
She leans back on her back heels, and the tones that you get out of them are just like ho hum, and she's just like, well, we heard that you all were, and she leans forward, and it's the same tones, just higher pitch. She's like, we heard that you were adventurers as much as you were like a dance troupe, and like you were strong enough to defeat all of the other opponents that we heard about. And we thought maybe, since we know that the Lockstitch crew is trying to turn the machine back on, try to get the song played.
Leo ears perk up at that.
Some people don't believe that the song was ever a song, but I have parts of it. I have parts of the original. It's just like, I know that it's true. But it's like, we built this city on top of the city that used to play that song.
We built this.
We built this city on the rocks that rolled.
Oh.
Hell yeah.
So if we go, people don't go down there anymore, and they're afraid of it because they say it's dangerous. And lately, they've been saying that it's haunted. But I'm scared of the dark. Most of us are. As like the woman working behind the register is like has been listening to music, but the second they mention they're scared of the dark, she starts nodding.
So you are hoping that the four of us can give a little look for it ourselves and see what we can bring back?
Yes, exactly. And we'd be willing to pay you generously well, we have clothing and we have recordings and just and then you see for a second, Valentina, through your red glasses, nearby the head of the other woman in here, you see your little capitalism spirit. As it is just like dancing to the music that she's listening to. And she's just like, we'll give you a discount on them. Like we can't just give them the clothes. Besides, there might be something down there for them.
Oh, that greedy spirit is messing with her.
I'm just gonna do a little gesture with my hand, point to my eyes and point at the spirit, and point back to my eyes, just to let them know.
Gemini tries to smash it with the bottom of his staff.
Where is the spirit, by the way? Like where exactly is it at?
Right here.
Oh, maybe Gemini doesn't, because that could make a mess.
I think I just did a threatening gesture because this doesn't seem like the time and place to jump him. Not the appropriate battleground.
Can I try to have Gemini like slowly work his way closer to the spirit and try to grab it?
Yes. Valentina and Gemini both give me a 20-sider.
Sure thing. Teamwork.
I got a 6. And a 1.
And a 1.
Oh!
Truly my greatest foe.
That didn't work.
You see
When
this
will
woman like
Valentina
look
go to
down,
space?
and her like eyes, which are already covered with the gold-colored bismuth, they open with just basically dollar signs in them.
Uh-oh.
And she's just like, yeah, we could start and she's just like, Tina, listen to this. We start selling our music to the outside. Like, stop giving away your tapes. We start selling them. Then the city could really like.
Gemini just gets on his knees and starts like yelling, "No!" Possessed by the spirit of capitalism. And he's just like slamming his fists into the ground. Like, no!
I don't know how. I don't know. Well, I think I know why, but I blame Krieg for this.
I like the idea that Gemini just happens to be like punching the tiles that goes dun, dun, dun.
Oh, that spirit's gonna be a pain.
She's just like, yeah, you know what? Come to think of it, in the old city, there's rumors that there was an ancient pair of the 1s and 2s. If you could bring that back to me, I would make it worth your while. But it's a trade, you see. Quid pro quo. It's like you owe me.
I see. Well, you need us to head down there. Correct. And Leo's keeping an eye on this weird little shit that's causing problems, so it seems. But the group already was agreeing to go down there, correct?
You already agreed to go down there. She was gonna show you the path and get you guys dressed to like impress.
Mhm.
But now she's asking for money for the clothes. But she has another mission that she believes will make her a lot more money down the line. And she is willing to trade this complete box set of the original 7 sea shanties.
Oh,
That's what we need. That's what we need to get. I see.
I was
Okay.
prepared to just give them to you for a dance, but something has told me that they're more valuable to you than that.
Is the spirit like in her, or just like on her shoulder, or what?
It's in her music. Like it's changing her like song to be greedy.
But there's no way to like actually grab it right now.
She can't see it. She doesn't know it exists.
Is
Maybe.
maybe there's a way to make them notice that this little monster is like little greedy monster is causing a problem.
So we're the only ones that can see it.
Yeah. I'm not even 100% sure why Gemini can see it. I'm gonna just guess that Gemini's wearing a recon visor right now.
Oh, I thought we could all see it.
No, Valentina can sense it, because of his time spent with the people who can. Some people can just straight up see them. I think Kay, Soki, Katori, and Voice can just see spirits.
Like in my case, it's kind of temporary. I need to use my spear to like resonate with it, but then I could like get some sort of like sense of where they're at.
Well, to make Gemini's reaction to the spirit of capitalism make more sense, then yes, Gemini has the visor on and can actually see it.
Then you are also seeing sheet music all over this city.
Okay.
How can we get this little bugger off so that actually, I think I got an idea that might be able to potentially make it leave. Never used it for this reason. It's been a while since I used this. The little spirit, if possible, I might try to use Declare to convince it to leave and, stop messing with her music.
Interesting.
Because Declare lets me convince things, like certain things, to leave. And Leo's gonna try to make this little spirit get away from them because it's messing with their heads.
Yeah, for sure. You don't need to make but you do need to make a convincing. Once per scene, you may declare a reason for stealing your resolve. The reason should be based on your ideals. Okay. So how do you declare this to this spirit? Or do you declare something to the shop owner to make the spirit leave?
I'm saying something to the shop owners themselves to make the spirit leave. In particular, one of Leo's main ideal, because I believe I have it on the profile. Yes, his bond is generosity, and
So,
his main ideal was generosity. So
whatever you do
Mhm.
is both a 1 and a 20.
Oh, you did a reap and sow?
Yep.
Fair enough. So
okay.
So this thing's gonna. So we're not gonna be able to catch it. I feel like that's for sure. Like regardless of what I do, we're not gonna be able to catch it on this section, no matter what. Like it's gone. But hopefully that will still help these two, like them break out of that funk that they got going, that greedy funk.
Absolutely. I think as you are you telling them the good parts of generosity? Are you talking down capitalism to them? What is it that you say that makes this spirit just be like, ew?
If I think when it comes to this, we may not need to incur such a very specific trade in such a way. We are working together in this on finding out more about the song together. There's no need for us to have like extra strings to this when we're all working towards a common goal, don't you think?
And it's just like you hear like if a cha-ching noise threw up, you know, like, ugh, just like gross, and then it's just out the door.
Yeah, but it does get away this time, so there's nothing we can do about it. Grumble.
Val has, in the meantime, picked up an outfit of super hippie vibes. The gray, the match the red shades. This
That's the
artsy
art you got
looking
going on
vest.
over there?
And is just clapping Leo's power to the people speech. Yeah, you tell him, Leo.
Gemini has like really tight up top bell bottoms, like that
Yes.
flare out a ton at the toward the legs, and it's like the gaudiest like neon like swirl tie-dye pattern-y like dance shirt that's like the deepest V cut, like almost down to his navel. And it's got kind of
Mhm.
puffy shoulders and
Really?
puffy towards the wrist. And it's very glittery and yeah.
I was picturing while Leo was giving that speech, and as Valentina was listening, it's just the hymn national like playing. Or is it Diddler? Is that like the classic, just like Soviet song? It's like I didn't know we were going that hard, but in my head, we did.
I didn't
All right.
realize we were going that hard. Well, excuse me, I'm learning shit.
All right, Leo and Tarkus, did you guys pick out clothes?
Oh, for sure. Let's see. For Leo, his shirt would be. Let's see. He would have like a short sleeve shirt and have like those kind of like art designs that looks like something like a. How do you like? It's like a graffiti like paint splatter kind of design to it. Like how they have the For the Queen shirt, something like that.
Awesome.
Okay, all right.
Still with shorts because he refuses to wear long pants if he doesn't have to. and the shorts themselves though, they're kind of like how would I put them? They're also like colorful in that same kind of like paint splatter design on it. Like Leo's actually taking something rather colorful as opposed to his usual like black and white ensemble that he almost always wears. He's gonna have something like that, something more on the colorful side, short sleeve shirt, shorts. He's gonna have a headband on one of his ears. And curious on the when it comes to the clothes and what bands do they have? Do they have like all sorts of bands and stuff like here and elsewhere?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like if
Then
you can
he's-
come up
then
with
he's
a
gonna
band, they'll fucking have it.
Oh well, considering who these four are, his bandana is just gonna have a 4T and a crown on it. Gotta rep the dance troupe.
Oh,
Absolutely. This is what Pollux and Castor look like dressed from here, by the way, in case
Mhm.
anybody wasn't here to see that game.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
slay.
It's basically the kind of like style like I'm thinking like something very colorful and all that stuff. But instead of it being like how it's like very like square rectangular, it's very like a messy paint paint type of design. It is a very nice outfit, Val.
And Tarkus, did you find anything to wear?
I think we break out some stencils and we start spray painting Tarkus.
Oh shit!
Classic.
Been a while since we did that.
That's how you know we're getting serious.
You see the other woman in this room whose name is, one second, I have her name right here. Oh yeah, her name's Ari. And Ari just like shakes her head and she's like, "Oh, that was the worst song I've ever heard." It's like,
Yeah, you were possessed by the spirit of capitalism for a while there.
ew.
Yeah.
We're going to kill that.
Somehow one of those things got here, and we are working on getting rid of that thing. Doesn't need to be here.
I still blame Krieg.
It
Valentina,
might have
you
escaped
saw-
from
okay.
him. That is possible.
I'd believe it.
Very, very possible. Krieg came along, and the spirit of capitalism came along with the money that Krieg gave Gemini for the restaurant.
Shit.
It was
We
his
brought
plan the
this
whole
upon
time.
ourselves.
It was his
yeah.
plan the whole time. We just wanted to bring pizza to Haven. Look what happened.
With
Um,
Corrupted our good intentions with money.
They're always like I want to make money because you gotta pay the workers.
Oh, of course.
But, just like dry heaves a bit.
Ari's just like, oh, wouldn't it be just like better if everybody just got a livable wage from like the leading powers that be?
If only.
That's how this
Oh.
city works. Everybody lives like fine. Like literally, my job is dance, and we hand out band T-shirts.
Mm-hmm. We're sorry about that particular interruption to what you were saying. You mentioned you wanted us to head down there, yes?
Absolutely. Deep beneath the surface level of Lydian lies a other city, a more chaotic city. Before our tones were well defined, when people were a little looser, abstract, where they said that it wasn't about the notes that they played, but the notes that they didn't. Just. We've become a reformed society. And everybody listens to whatever they want. The headphones really changed things. But it's dark, and it's loud down there. Too loud for us. And Tina's just like, too dark for me.
All right, then. We'll gladly check down there, see what we can find, what we can bring back to you.
They say that it's haunted down there now.
Well, wouldn't be the first time we've dealt with stuff of a more supernatural nature.
Mm-hmm. Forward into the depths.
Absolutely. So the entrance, they say the entrance is through an old church. It's the oldest structure before business started becoming like much cooler. Look at this. The speakers just come right out of it. Like, and all of like the stuff, there's the hanging racks and stuff. A lot of it's not like added. It just the bismuth grew this way because they needed it. So the city became it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like growing like plants to music, but like it works a lot better, and it's also kind of metal.
Okay.
So here is the old church, and it's got a couple like people just spray painting graffiti on the walls as you approach.
Ooh.
Like, and like the metal doesn't take spray paint very well, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
And you see the one on the left turns and looks at you guys, and it's just like, hey, Allegro, check this out, we got company. And Allegro turns to look at you all. It's just like, looks at all four of you like dressed for dance battle. And like, we're not looking for any trouble, but, and like almost like a fighting game theme starts playing as like he like shuffles his feet back and forth, like he's just like,
Everything
but
recruits
we're
the
ready.
Ghost theme.
We'll go.
Gemini's like shoulders are like swaying back and forth. He's just kind of like bobbing along to the music, like, I'm ready anytime. Let's go.
We could use a warm up. Freelancers, what's your crew name?
It's just like with the back alley bats.
Mm,
Oh,
okay.
Alliteration.
just like-
Nice.
Oh yeah, thanks. It's mainly Stomp's idea. He's like a mascot.
Ah,
Okay.
well, it's pretty good name.
She's like-
Leo would walk forward and give a little twirl and a bow. For the queen, at your service.
Back alley bats. I'm Allegro. That's tempo.
Leo, and Leo would just like in order. Gemini,
Yo.
Tarkus,
Hello.
and Valentina.
hail.
We are for the queen.
Mhm.
Do you guys strike a pose? And what if so? What's the pose? You don't have to roll for it. It just works.
In you force pose.
I was gonna say Tarkus is JoJo posing.
Mm.
I'm gonna biplane T pose.
Valentina, when'd you join Tube Squad?
Sorry,
She was there all along. I don't know what you're talking about.
something just came over me.
Falling down from the ceiling like a cannonball and like hitting the ground, playing a super high note. This is Stomp. And like they hit like, you know, the videos of a cat standing on one note of a piano. That's
Mhm.
exactly what Stomp is doing, just standing ominously on one note.
Gemini
I don't
just
know why I was
suddenly
expecting
yells.
Simmons to show up.
Gemini just suddenly yells out, "Kennedy!"
Stomp just like turns his back and opens his wings like really wide. He's like somewhere between a bat, a cat, and a gargoyle.
Quite the mix.
Bargoyle.
Bargoyle.
That doesn't sound great.
It's like, are you looking to take over our turf?
Nah.
We're just passing by. If there's something we need to do to be able to pass by, do let us know.
All the music goes. It's like, you know, it's dangerous down there though. Like the only other place than here is just the basement leading to the under city.
That's where we're heading.
Danger. Gemini pulls out sunglasses from nowhere, puts them on. It's my middle name.
I'm sorry. I have to go back and rename. I called it the under city. That's not it. I actually already named it. It's called the Drop.
Nice.
You said the drop?
Gemini. Oh, sorry.
The
Gemini
drop.
stands back suddenly. It's like, where did these sunglasses come from?
I thought you always had them with you. Like, frankly, when it comes to your outfits, I don't question them at this point.
Bonus
It just says Reedy's
sunglasses were in
Bakery over
pockets.
the sunglasses.
Gemini can secretly just bring about accessories at any time when it comes to making like puns and one-liners.
Special ability, accessorize.
But that's where we're heading. We're heading to the drop.
It's just like, you know, there's like, Stomp does not talk. Stomp is basically one of you guys' pets, but like for them. Or he's basically Meowth, but doesn't talk. And the back alley bats are just like, it's just like, you guys know how to fight, right? Like, it's just like, if you need a warm up, we're here for you. You guys want a little dance combat sesh? We'll help you out. If you can't beat us, you can't make it down there for sure.
A
warm-up.
worthy challenge.
It would
Good warm up.
To know what we're up against.
Are we talking a fight or a dance fight?
Is there a
Is it-
difference?
A little bit.
They're gonna physically hit you with their dance moves.
It'll
Yeah.
Classic.
Tarkus,
We've
it'll be
been
like
there.
it'll be like back in happenstance.
So I shouldn't plant anyone into the ground. Got it.
Not lethally.
But if it's like part of a dance move to show them what we got, then
Yeah, you
don't be
guys
afraid
like,
to show what you can do.
yeah, you guys do your moves, and you do not you are at no chance of killing them with your moves.
Yeah, non-lethal dance combat.
Exactly. And like, if you roll a 20, I don't think you are breaking their neck. I just think you are dancing really good, unless you want to.
Look, we're metaphorically breaking their ankle, but not literally. That's we got.
We're not taking a page out of the Beetle Boys playbook. Got it.
In all fairness, when we went up against the Beetle Boys at first, it was a little extra heavy because they didn't know us. They thought we were
Yeah.
a problem, but we fixed it. But anyhow, sorry.
Yeah, the bats like crack their necks. And when they crack their necks, sounds like bells ringing basically underneath. It's just like
Ooh.
everything they're doing is musical and tinkling. It's just like, let's get ready, Stomp. Good. We talked about this. We're ready. All right. This is it, guys. The big leagues. It's like, okay. All right, on three. Back alley bats, and then like, wow.
Aw.
And legally distinct what is it? Scary Ghosts by Skrillex starts playing.
Oh, that's a throwback.
Oh, but let me tell you, Stomp and Allegro did not do great, but Tempo's got the speed.
Yeah.
They're all backing up Tempo. Tempo just like gets like right in Allegro. It takes a swing on Leo. He's just like straight up breakdancing, like spinning on his backpack, and then the backpack has another set of legs in it, and it stands up to your like head level, and he's trying to kick you in the head with both of his feet. But you rolled a tough choice. So how do you like? What's his tough choice to get that?
In order for him to get that hit, Leo will get a hit back. And with Leo's response, because he's kicking him basically, yes?
Yeah.
That's what's happening? Okay. And so the kick would set him would knock him back. But then Leo starts like stomping on the ground, like getting a tempo of his own, like a beat to follow. Once he has his tempo, he would do like a little like twirl, like one of those like little ballerina twirls, and he would very quickly swing his arm to strike him in return, like a strike to the chest in his case.
Absolutely, he'll
Like a bit of
take
a
that,
flourish.
and you just like put him down, like on the guy's like slams on the ground. He's like, ugh. Like after he does like 2 damage to Leo by kicking you in the side of the head, but
And
you like he is a commoner to you, so like just putting him down.
okay, so
He's
I'll
just
take
like,
the
oh.
damage.
You can dance.
We're not afraid to show our stuff.
And then Tempo moves up to Tarkus, and like he's really just dancing in your face a lot. And then like he falls back onto his back, and at the same time he falls onto his back, it seems like he's going to go for a backflip, but what he does is like push himself forward and kick you right in the face with both of his feet, and then backflips off and like hits a superhero pose.
Yeah.
And that's going to deal 2 damage again. But then Stomp is going to try the exact same thing on you, Gemini, but he failed. So what went wrong, and how do we hurt Stomp?
I think that, like, Gemini just kind of like steps to the side a bit, and he ends up hitting the staff instead, and it just really hurts.
Just Stop lands like on the ground, like, oh no, like clutching his chest. Clearly not actually hurt, but overselling it. All right. There's only one member of the Bats still standing because two of them did pretty poorly. Who wants to dance against them?
Should we let Tarkus do this one? Tarkus was the one that got hit.
Get in there, big guy.
I think Tarkus is gonna walk up to Tempo and grab him to do kind of like a tango real quick and end it by tossing him up in the air above him like a pizza pie.
Training.
Gotta use
training.
that pizza training.
Give me 2d20.
Hey, 15.
15 does it. Like, so yeah, you toss him into the air, and like you just hear him. Ah! Do you catch him before he hits the ground, or do you just let him smack his face on the ground?
I'll be nice. I'll catch him.
So you catch him, and he's just like, okay, you guys got some moves.
Thank you. You're not so bad yourself.
Oh no.
Hmm?
Run, stop, run. Capitalism has come for you.
Uh-oh.
It's gonna turn him into a marketable plushie.
Oh no. This is our next chance to try to take it.
You see Allegro like getting to his feet. He's just like, oh, I didn't see that one coming. I didn't think you'd just take it to hit me. Oh, most people back up. He's just like, but no, there's something to it.
Gemini just yells out, "Oh no, it's the spirit of capitalism again!"
Huh? Oh,
Like, what do you mean? And they both, Allegro
We
and
meet
Tempo, both
again.
look over. They both look over at Stomp, and they're like, wow, you know what? We could get a lot bigger. Like, what if with the back alley bats where we get more bats?
uh-oh.
It's like, yeah, we could just go down there. We get more creatures like Stomp, and add them to us. Like, right? It's just like, and like Stomp like makes a weird noise that I think Valentina understands. Like uh-oh.
Valentina?
And like Stomp's just like, I just wanted to be your friend. And they're like, yeah, but like we could, like, they don't know that he said that, And he's just, but no, more of them. Not all of them are as friendly. Stomp's an outlier, but I bet if we grab enough, we can like train them to do it. Yeah, anything will do stuff if they solely rely on you for food.
That doesn't sound good.
It's happening again.
Valentina, do you have any ideas for this one? Oh.
Gemini rushes forward.
Oh, never mind.
He's count for it.
And Gemini rushes forward, and Tempo flails out his arm to close, like in like a very Michael Jackson, like he screams, like suddenly there's a hat in his hand. No, he pulls his hat off, spins around and clotheslines Gemini and screams, "You get away from my meal ticket!" And he's like, "Ho!" As that does 4 damage to Gemini.
Oh, jeez. I see. So we're getting pretty serious with this one. Then if that's the case, Leo will attempt to get this little spirit out of there. people were were the group was allowed to bring their weapons considering where they're heading, or no? I'm not sure how it works with Lydian.
Lydian is fine with you guys having your weapons, but you left Haven in torpedoes.
Oh, right,
I
so we
don't know
don't
if
have
you
our weapons.
loaded the torpedoes with your weapons as well.
Gemini has his staff, and that's it.
That's fair. So Leo would not have his spear for this session. Understood. So
Gemini tosses Leo his staff
Oh,
okay.
because it is a multi-tool staff, so he can make it a spear.
Gotcha.
It's also
Leo
got
will-
like sorry, real quick, Leo. If you want to do the spirit thing with this staff, I will let it rock because it's like a Swiss Army knife at the end. And if you tell me a tuning fork comes out the end and Leo knows how to make it work, I am fine with that.
Oh, so it works to what the user needs it to be. It's quite
Yes.
the multi-tool.
We don't see it a lot. Gemini doesn't actually get a chance to use it a lot, but you using it that way would be really cool to me.
I didn't know it could do that. Well, Leo would take the spear and vault over Tarkus. Whee!
awesome.
And once he lands, he uses the staff to make a tuning fork on the front and lightly strike it. Once he strikes it, and had that sound going, he would swing the spear in a bit of, while he's doing his little flourish to try and grab this little greedy bugger, or at least swat it out of the bag.
Yeah, for sure. Give me that 20-sider. 15 succeeds, absolutely. So as Leo jumps in the air, you do see Tempo does reach up to try to grab you with his other arm. But you're able to dodge it flawlessly. I think it becomes almost a disco move from Tempo, because he's got his right arm fully extended after the clothesline, so he points that one more down, and then he points that the one reaching for you straight up, and it goes really fast, but you are able to dodge it. What's it look like? And did you dodge it easily, or was it close?
It would have hit him, but he basically used his it's this Tempo that's doing the strike, right?
Yeah,
Am I
Tempo's
getting-
going for you.
Yeah. So he's using that momentum Tempo is using with the swing to with one hand basically grab onto his arm and swing away from it. Basically, he's using his momentum to swing away from the arm strike and land close enough to stomp to get that little bugger with the staff.
All right, so yeah, you guys, after you hit it, you do hear it's physical for a moment, and as you hit it, a coin falls on the ground, and I'm thinking a coin that's it's big, it's like a saucer-sized coin.
Whoa.
There it is.
And then it grows little spider legs
We need
that
to cast
fold
the thing
out of
before
it, and it starts moving. It's not you guys have a chance of killing it right now or getting rid of it right now, but it's
moving.
It's moving, and it is tangible.
Mm-hmm.
What if I cast help?
Is it considered a commoner? Or a
I
minion?
think this would be I think the way we've buffed him up at this point, he's at least he's minion or boss or mini boss. I wish there was a middle ground there.
He's
You-
more than
you
a
could-
minion, but not exactly a boss. Got it.
That's what I'm thinking.
I can
But if you
use-
got a funny idea, go for it.
I was gonna say I have the ability to overpower. What if Tarkus steps on it so it can't go anywhere?
Oh,
I can play
Yeah, I
the
would let
card
that rock.
sniped and do 4 damage to it.
That
I
would
might-
work too.
I might burn the 4 AP to mark this as my nemesis.
I'll go ahead and spend 1
It's-
AP to keep it from going anywhere.
the spirit of capitalism shall not escape
Nemesis.
Pat's eyes.
So it has been sniped.
Yeah, so it has been sniped, it's been stomped down on, it has become Valentina's nemesis.
I'll call out to it. You. Art should be about personal joy and not financial gain.
We
Get
can
outta
kill
here.
capitalism here and now.
The face of the coin like looks up at you all, and it's definitely like just the Monopoly guy like twirling his mustache.
How dare?
You can't kill me in any way that matters. I might be trapped in this coin for now, but I'll be loose. Just you wait.
That's so scary.
And we'll stop you as many times as it takes. So what you folks gonna do? Everybody did their thing or not yet?
I would like to point out basic attacks against this thing do double damage right now.
Oh, Valentina, you got your nemesis trapped.
Here's the fun part. I think if we destroy this coin, we free this place of it. Like you do. Lydian will be perfectly safe from capitalism. I am putting this spirit out there. Like every time somebody plays a loot goblin, it's this fucker possessing something nearby.
A reason to kill this fucker more and more. Oh no!
Oh, so you're saying this loot goblin card I have can have more fun situations?
Right.
Though?
Yeah. It's just like something will be possessed, but I might change loot goblin's name to just the spirit of capitalism.
Like, I've had this card for a while and I wasn't sure when to use it. Well, shoot.
Petition to have the card renamed to Greedy Bastard.
What would happen if one of us swallowed the coin?
I think you would become possessed with the greed.
Yeah, you might have to take the
Yeah.
burden.
You would become the loot goblin.
You would turn into Krieg, but worse.
You would turn into a replica of Krieg.
Would this thing be contained within Krieg? I don't think we can make Krieg more of a capitalist.
Oh no, I feel like it could be worse. And this would be the way to do it. I don't think you want that.
We could hand it over to Royce. He's experimenting with null metal.
Because think about it. If you give a person of greed, a spirit of greed, it's just gonna empower him to even more dangerous levels. Let's not.
I will, while we're discussing, just grapple this thing.
Like, yeah,
Gonna-
You are fighting a dinner plate sized coin that is like trying to get out from underneath Tarkus's boot and has like a bullet hole in it from
the snipe.
From snipe.
We must stop it.
It's like,
For the queen and the quest to end capitalism.
Don't know how we got here, but here we are.
I feel like that's on brand for us.
Again, I asked the Gemini, how did we get to this from fixing an ice cream machine?
I mean,
it went from making
sometimes you just
pizzas.
have to kill the spirit of capitalism.
The first game went from fixing an ice cream machine.
And now this time it's from making pizzas. How does food lead to this every time?
I mean, I don't know what your Mondays are like, but this is,
I mean, you work with Queek. Fair. This is probably normal for you.
This is probably canonically not the first spirit of capitalism Gemini has had to fight. Just from working with Craig.
Dear officers, I might have an idea.
Yes?
It said we cannot destroy it, but maybe we can shatter and break it and distribute it amongst the people.
Are you sure you want to distribute greed to all these people? That seems like a dangerous idea.
Maybe in a diminished form, so that if everybody has some.
No, but then everybody will want a bit of greed. That is.
Dang.
Not for a play. Like we need to either destroy this now. We gotta destroy this now and free this place.
This is too complicated for my ant brain. I'll follow your lead on this.
Was Valentina's idea like make rings out of all of these things and you guys each have to like stave off your own fucking greed desires? Like, are you four strong enough with your will
Share the
to
load.
not let your art turn into capitalism?
The
That's scary.
fellowship.
That's a dangerous game.
The Fellowship of the Bling. We
No.
don't melt them down
The
into
village.
rings. We melt them down into grills.
That's too dangerous.
Cast it into the fire.
We can't even risk that kind of stuff with this kind of Greek. I've seen what kind of situations greed can affect. I've worked
That's
with
fair.
I've dealt with a frog that had a crown that got incredibly greedy because of a weird crystal. I'm not messing with that. Mm-mm.
But just think of how cool, like if we melted it down into a grill for Valentina, the iced out mandibles.
We could do that. We could do that with non-magical, non-greed filled metal. We could do that. It could be safer. Thank you.
I suppose.
I'm so torn.
Would any of us have no metal at all on our person?
That depends if you actually brought it, but considering we came out from Haven and threw torpedoes, I kind of doubt it.
Yeah.
No metal bullets does count as a weapon.
That's
Traveling
like, you have
a
like no
little
metal
light for
grills. A grill composed half of no metal, half of this coin.
I feel like you might be one of the only people that could handle something like that. Considering, well, actually, you and Tarkus might be able to, because Tarkus is part of this world. So I feel like it does no metal affect him as much as it does the crew. I don't think so, right?
No, it doesn't.
And I know Gemini is free because he's been to space.
Yeah, because he's been to space.
He's been to space. But yeah, like for you, Gemini, that might work. For Tarkus, it might work. For Valentina and Leo, it would kill them.
Oh, okay.
It would straight up murder them at some point. So let's not. Remember, not everybody has the glory of going to space. And yes, y'all, Gemini has been to space. I thought, y'all haven't heard? Shit.
I read the
I
report.
think everybody in this town can tell Gemini's been to space by his strut. That guy sounds like that Rennick guy in that Pollux and Castor pet. Like the people that've been to space, they fuck.
Turns out the whole time the beat with Gemini's walking is just Space Jam.
Oh, yeah.
Which Space Jam song? The one with Bugs
good
Bunny
one.
and Daffy Duck are rapping on it? That
No.
one's a really bad one.
No. Quad City DJs, regular Space Jam theme.
Yeah, but what about that really good one that had like Method Man and Be Real from Cypress Hill on it?
Not familiar
it
with
had-
that one.
Look that one up. It's pretty okay. Considering they're not swearing or anything in that song, they really have to tone down their lyrics.
If y'all want a really good version of Space Jam, search for what is it? One Winged Space Kong. It's a mashup of Space Jam, One Winged Angel, and the DK rap.
That's a lot of words. Okay, what are we doing with the spirit of capitalism, folks?
Yeah,
Are we
yeah.
like
Kill
we
it.
have it contained right now?
We need to I think we've agreed that destroying it is our best option at the moment.
But how?
I mean, it's tangible. We can destroy it with our abilities.
We
Just
can grind it under the heels of our boots.
We can make it a union member.
Sept gave an interesting suggestion that feels fitting considering what we're dancing. Kill it with the fire and the flames.
And carry on.
Exactly.
What happens if we force it to become a union member?
I don't think we could force the spirit
Oh.
of capitalism. Like that goes
Probably
against the
not.
spirit of the thing.
Yeah, it won't
Yeah.
What if we force it to pay union fees?
I think you would just make mobsters. Like
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good
capitalist
point.
union members are just the mob.
True.
work. Let's not. I feel like
What if
getting
we
rid
force
of
it to donate to charity?
it.
What
Again,
if we toss it into the sea?
No, throwing it into the sea does not get rid of it. That's just saying, okay, here, you're free to go.
We banish it into space, right?
Throwing it, it's a spirit. It can just float wherever it
Oh.
wants to.
Yeah.
So again, it's best we just destroy it. Throwing stuff into the sea does not work. I've dealt with that with blueberries already. I'd rather not deal with it a second time.
You threw blueberries into the sea?
No, he threw bombs into the sea. You were there.
Oh, yeah.
So let's not run through that again.
How did that go? It didn't harm anything, right?
The crew didn't go anywhere near where the bomb landed, so nobody has found that bomb yet.
Oh,
It's just a mine out there.
Yeah, thanks, blueberries, Gemini.
Well, we had to get rid of it.
There was better
Alright.
ways.
Weren't there, though?
This rabbit
Where
contains
there,
40% salt.
Allegra just like looks over towards
Yeah,
Valentina.
you know
It's just
what?
like,
Let's
going
just kill
on?
this thing. Leo's getting
Or-
frustrated over the bomb thing. Let's just destroy this thing already.
Orders received. I'll attempt to wild strike my nemesis. Just at advantage.
Strike a foe with power.
Yeah, give me 2d20.
Oh,
And
Oh, that one is so good.
So
That
when
one
you-
is so funny.
it's
What
too
happened when-
strong.
What happens when you nat one a wild strike? What's it do to you?
I don't know.
My toes, no.
I don't know. It's up to Alan.
Does Wild Strike have one of those like?
Because I think wild strike is one of those you roll and depending on what you do, something happens.
I think that's the case. Let me get to Wild Strike
It
real
says,
quick.
it says reckless power. I'm feeling like Barb reckless attack or something. Something happened to me. I can take the consequences. Bring it on.
Come on. Nope. Man, the word wild is used in the quest book a lot. Oh yeah, okay, so on a 1 your weapon breaks. But you are
I'm using my hands.
Oh no, one of your
using
hands breaks?
hands and your spirit to break this.
Oh
So yeah,
no.
like you bring it down on this like coin, and it's just like you feel it just kind of like crack as the carapace of your hand begins to break, and you get an image in your head of 2 different Valentinas. You see one that is very you are wearing a much larger hat. Your uniform is much more like militarized. Like you have an overcoat on it. You're very. Have you ever seen like? I'm sure all of you have. I don't know why I start with have you ever seen. Like you know those anime pictures of the Russian like general or like the Russian like
Yeah.
military leader that where they made her just like so fucking dommy mommy situation. like in your head you see that moment, and it's as like your arm is raised like to strike down at it, but you point at the coin instead, and a group of soldiers come and attack the coin for you. Or then over top of that you see like a translucent version of Valentina as a much bigger ant. Like huge. You've got giant like big wings, your mandibles are bigger, your muscles are bigger, and you just crush this coin with everything that you have and destroy the spirit as well. And you see both of those images as you punch this coin and feel your own hand break.
I'll salute with my remaining hand. Mission accomplished. I think it got me good though. I feel strange.
We'll make sure to get you somewhere to recover as soon as this mission is complete. You think you can continue?
Still dance. I can still fight.
And that, yeah, the coin is broken, and like you guys do not see the spirit in it anymore, or any traces of it in the music through the recon visors, through the tuning fork. You no longer sense any spirits of capitalism in the city anymore.
The city is saved.
That's good. That's one big problem down. Now
So
for the drop.
He changed his sunglasses again when he said that.
I assumed that these guys are probably confused what the hell just happened, watching us go after
they saw
a coin.
Yeah, a coin flew out of nowhere, started talking to you guys. Like, you guys attacked a coin that was attached to their friend, who they, for a moment, were thinking about enslaving its race to, like, dance with them.
Oh no.
Ugh. See, stuff like that is why that coin had to go.
The loot goblin's gonna have that as well. Like, when it appears, you can kill it, get something for it, but if you don't, we are influencing wherever that was with capitalism. Loot goblin becomes dangerous.
Mm-hmm. That loot goblin's got to be destroyed wherever it's seen. I feel like Leo will probably give that as a widespread message for the crew afterwards. That this thing is dangerous because there's some greedy fella over in the symbol that's causing problems. I don't know who. Could be anybody.
We should also probably attach a monitor or something to Krieg's ankle so that more capitalism spirits don't leak out of him or whatever.
Wait.
Be right back.
Why do I feel like Krieg will not like that notion?
Line it with gold or something.
Did you mean like Krieg's Market Square fame? I heard he's got a really cool shop.
Yeah.
Just like, I don't really eat much. It's just like, but like, I might be able to go for a little bit of like, did we say it was falafel?
Falafel's pretty good. Gemini writes down falafel pizza.
Just sounds delicious.
That actually does sound like.
I mean, I'd give it a shot. I'd try it. All right. So the back alley bat's like, it's just like, all right, you guys are plenty strong and definitely crazy enough to go down there. It's just like, a couple things you should know. We don't go down that far. We don't walk past the stairway. But it's just like, just move with the bats. Don't fight against it. Whatever you do.
That's
Okay.
good advice. Thank you. And dance
welcome.
on.
It's like, dance on, little ant. It's just like, is your hand okay? Do you need like a bandage? I got like a wrist brace.
Ooh.
It's just a flesh wound.
Oh,
It's
okay.
just a keratis
thought you were-
wound.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't realize you were a robot made of flesh.
With that note from these kind dancers, can I use delve?
Oh, absolutely.
Follow the bats? Or
They be squeaking.
drop a roll. Delving. Yippee.
All right, yeah. So yeah, there is a stairway that feels like it's underwater, based on like the delve. That is the feeling that you're getting. But then with the advice, you realize that water is a huge flock of bats. Like that move so in unison that it's basically fluid. And then you find what appears to be a river of liquid bismuth. Further below that, something is huge standing in there. And you don't know how you know this, but you get a sense that it is waiting for you.
I put up the military hand signal to stop, but it's just a stump.
Everybody else just keeps walking forward.
I'll switch up. I'll switch hands.
Ah, okay.
It's like Valentina. It says stump.
Alright, like what?
You put up the military designation for stump. And, no, that's just rude.
Officers, there's something big up ahead. It's waiting. I can feel it.
It's expecting us then? Is that correct?
Yeah. Hope we're ready to dance.
Gemini yells out, "Hello, friend, we are coming!"
Well, whether or not we're ready, we're gonna have to get to it.
And then the one room beyond that, because you get 3, it is a wide open space that the energy is electric, and you feel like your feet tapping to a beat that you can hear through the delve. Like your antennae are like vibrating with just the best house music that you've heard in a very long time.
Is that Yuta Koshiro? Yeah.
It's go time.
All right. So here is the first leg of the journey, but we already know what it is. So these are all bats.
Ooh.
They got either they got a lot of wings or they like have like a strobe looking like kind of effect wherever they move.
Look at the
Like
size
a
of 'em.
strobe. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that's pretty cool.
Like there is most certainly a song associated with their movements, but you guys have been warned about it, so each one of you will get 2d20 to
Gotcha.
move through it. You do have to walk on these crazy narrow stairs that are still making music as you step, but not in the same way as above. Above, anybody could step on anything and it'd work. You feel these stairs are resonating with your AP. Like it's a more primitive, more magical way to get the same result.
Oh.
But
Okay.
you guys can use abilities and stuff. If you guys sell me on something well enough, you don't even have to roll, but you already get 2d20 just from basically just forcing your way through.
I'll take the roll, I suppose.
Woo!
2 and a 12, but the 12 does it.
Yeah. First things first, as Leo always does when it comes to a potentially dangerous situation, he puts up a shield on himself. And he would get the shawl and make sure that the shawl is equipped. It seems more like a scarf at the moment with how he has it tied and how oversized it is, and he would be using that along with his movements as he does his best to dance with the flow and the beat of the bats, using the shawl kind of as like, I'm not sure how like exactly what to call it, but you know those dances when they have like these like these silk like scarf things and they used it with their
Like ribbon
movements.
dancing?
Yes, exactly. Leo is using the
Absolutely.
shawl like that as he is dancing his way up to try to follow the rhythm of the bats.
All right. Yeah, give me 2d20, and for this, any mixed success is also a success. Absolutely.
18.
You get yourself right through it. I think with the use of the shawl, like and almost like the membranes of a bat's wings, like a lot of them are like joining you in your twirls. Gemini, are you using wild magic? Is that what you just? Are you using like help?
Yeah, I'm going to cast help. It's helpful.
What kind of help is a 7?
Give me 1 second. I've got to open up a different doc now. I should always just have it open when Gemini plays because I know he's always looking to use it.
Yeah.
Apparently, that's gonna be a new show. Apparently, Echo's version of Dancing with the Stars, Dancing with the Bats, according to Caustic.
Dancing with the bats.
Hosted by Simmons.
Also, goddamn it, Valentina.
Where is it? Ah, did I lose it again? Name your things, people. Name your things better than I name my things.
Been there.
Okay, so a 7. A 7 has not been rolled before, I believe. Oh, that's cute. Gemini, you lucky 7. You pick one thing in this room and an inanimate object and multiply it by the thousands, and it's like it's coming out of a slot machine.
Whoa.
Oh, well, what do you want a lot of? That will help with your dancing.
The multi-tool staff.
So many stabs.
Whoa, whoa.
There's so many sticks. Oh, no, Caustic. When it comes to the spell help, it's not a success mix success thing. It's depending on the roll, it is a completely different effect based on the number itself. It's a little different from most abilities.
I think what Caustic is talking about right there, when Gemini uses it. When Gemini uses it, it's always a mixed success.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. I didn't know that part. Interesting. So that's interesting. What is the mixed success then? Oh, I didn't know that.
So, what makes it difficult? Like, how are you using these to get down these stairs? Once you you tell me that, I'll decide whether or not a mixed success is enough.
Well, I was thinking staffs are, the cross section of them is round, like a wheel. We just kind of slip and just slide down the thousands of staffs.
Wee.
Okay.
Because footing is now just covered with what's essentially a ton of long, round objects.
Yeah, you're making a slide out of it.
Mm.
All
Electric
right.
Slide.
Leo, as you're
Yes?
dancing down the stairs,
Mhm.
you got the bats with you, all of a sudden you can hear just what sounds like a million brooms falling down the stairs behind you. In my head, the best way to do this is to have you guys ever been to a fair that had the big hard plastic slides that go really high, so you need basically like a rug
Yeah.
to slide down it?
Mhm.
I'm picturing Leo tobogganing on the back of his shawl.
just
Amazing.
doing a big old slide. Because
You're still successful. Like the bats are like, oh, hell yeah, this is a part of what we're doing. So a lot of the bats are following you now.
the bats are just sliding on the brooms. Whee!
Yeah, the bats are like okay, it's like laying on their back, sliding on the brooms. Gemini's coming down behind on the broom. Valentina, who has already just managed to make it all the way through and is at the bottom of the stairs, just waiting for everybody.
It's a sound.
But Tarkus,
Hmm?
how do these brooms work out for you? Well, not brooms. They're all staffs, but in my head, it's brooms.
Let's find out. Do I still roll 2d20s?
Oh yeah, you still get the 2d20.
Yeah, but how you going down there? What kind of dance you doing? What kind of dance?
It's a natural 20.
Oh, shit. All right, Tarkus. So what you doing?
I feel like Tarkus is just jumping on one of the brooms and riding it down the steps.
Oh. The
It makes like a
Legolas,
xylophone sound as he's going down.
Legolas shield surf, but with a broom.
One of the multi-tool things could be a broom.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like, I don't know why I decided broom for all of this, but here we go. Fucking absolutely. You guys get down to the bottom. At this point, you are being flocked by bats, but they are not at all like biting you or getting into your hair or anything. They are just like, you can feel like the pulse of the rooms. And you guys don't have to make any more rolls as you're down here. They will also lead you to where you are trying to go.
Yay.
Yay.
Walking out of here might be challenging, but you know.
Problem for future us.
Yeah.
We'll figure that out as we go along.
But then you start to see the ground is becoming liquid. So you guys
Ooh.
have to like walk to the side of it as you are now in parts of the proto city of
Oh.
Lydian.
Oh.
It's just like, greetings for the queen. I am Oro.
Hey, Oro, how are you doing?
I'm pretty good, thanks. Thanks for casually asking. Whew. I was worried I was gonna have to stay in that mode this whole talk.
Oh no, we're a friendly bunch. No need to get too serious. If you don't need
Whoa.
to.
You
Ah,
say that
dance mode right
friendly
now.
bunch. You say friendly bunch, but I'm pretty sure this is a large monster.
He is a large monster.
It means
He
he's a
is-
large friend.
He's very big, and like you see him like crack his. He puts a couple of his arms behind his back, cracks his back. He's like, "Oh, yeah, I'm gonna take this armor off if you don't mind." As he pulls his armor off and sets it to the side.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, it's just the part.
Huh. Well,
Greetings.
hi. We were sent down here. There, from what we were told, the city of Lydian was built on, if I remember correctly, I'm saying it, on the rocks that roll. Is that what was
On the
mentioned?
rocks, these are the rocks that roll. As he like motions around, they fluctuate. They do kind of like you can see how they got the name. It's almost like tectonic plates moving all the time, as like towers will be built out of them.
Oh.
And he's just like, oh, and like you see one of his hands like brushes over his like belly. He's just like, ah, and he slaps it a couple times. Just like, it's in polite company. You can expose yourself to underbellies. You understand?
Oh yes.
And it's like, I am the spirit guardian of Lydian.
Oh.
There are many of us throughout the world. You may have met my cousin, I want to say, the Tatzelworm.
Yeah.
We've had a few run-ins with him. Not all of them friendly, but he seems very quick to act upon what he protects, and that is fair.
It's just like, yeah, that guy. Always just looking to attack, and he puts on a really big snarly face and like roars at you guys a couple of times, like kind of like in your face, like, haha, just kidding, of course.
It was just like, yeah, just like that.
Mm-hmm.
So
Val
how
reflexively-
badly is my curse making me want to kill him?
Whoa.
Yeah, Tarkus does have a curse against large enemies, so Dio is kind of keeping that in mind.
Oh yeah, I'm 100% keeping it in mind too.
So
I'm just saying,
And-
chat. If you have a make a roll of 13,
oh lordy.
I think that's like a moment that like Tarkus, you might not realize that you're doing it, but you are approaching Oro. But I'm not making you do that at any point.
oh no, like I am fine with just approaching him, JoJo style.
It's just gonna be mad.
Marcus, what are you doing?
It's just like, well, I got an inkling from some of my followers above that you all were looking to put right the song. Is this correct?
Yeah.
And we were told this was one of the places to go.
It is most certainly. Through those buildings, there is an ancient artifact called the Ones and Twos. If you play the correct album on each side and manage to sync it up just so, it will play a Starborne Melody. If you, with all of your being, dance to this, the city of Lydian will once again resonate with the song.
Definitely a tall order, but we'll do our best.
It's like, oh, Tarkus, are you thirsty? You look like you are... I didn't even know you could sweat. I guess
He's
my
also
information
the big
about
bad
you...
wolf.
What? No, he's not. I swear, nobody knows who that is. Everybody says a different name. Good lord.
Tarkus, did you want to roll a 20-sider? This is you pushing these feelings down.
You just feel like, do you want to fight him?
Yeah, let's see what happens.
17.
Ooh.
Alright, absolutely. You managed to push it down just fine. Like... But what does it look like? What does the struggle look like?
Tarkus's eyes are constantly flashing between his normal green and the blood red.
Whoa.
I think
God.
after getting about this close, he finally manages to snap out of it.
Oh, good lord, he got the grimace eyes.
It's just like... Or it's just like, oh, you guys can dance with your eyes too?
Yeah. I'm gonna whisper to Leo, is Tarkus okay? He's freaking out over there.
We, Valentina, Leo will whisper Valentina. We need to keep an eye on this. Something is afflicting.
Am I correct in assuming the reason this guy's being friendly with us despite my curse is because he's literally been living under a rock?
Yeah, literally. He doesn't know.
Hilarious.
So Leo secretly informed Valentina of the situation with Tarkus and why they need to keep an eye on Tarkus at this moment.
On it. It's like a battle rage. I've been there.
And so Oro, who his tail has never stopped slithering, and you've never seen the end of it. In case, like, I'm not on the nose enough with him.
Roger, Dodger.
And he's just like,
Ouroboros. Oh, got it.
thank you for that one, Zach. I'm assuming it was a joke, but thank you. I appreciate it. He's just like, now, you must go find the ones and twos. They are currently in use by another. But I am certain you have this. And he like once again like pats his belly. He's like, I'm gonna need something to eat. What should I have for a snack?
We still have any of the pizza?
If you want to have some of the pizza, it'd be so funny.
Because I mean, it was they couldn't find the pizza and they the person delivered to it and they gave it to Leo, right? Phoebe.
Yeah, they did give the pizza to you. Yeah.
Yeah.
We can.
Well, how does this work? And Leo would walk over and raise the pizza boxes.
It just like grabs a slice and just starts eating. It's like, this is amazing. It's just like, this is truly divine.
It's a pizza over from a place called Haven. He points to Gemini. Gemini runs it. It's called For the Za.
For the Za!
If there's a safe way for us to constantly to be able to bring this down to you, we might be able to let them know so that, in case you ever want some pizza, we can have folks deliver it down here.
There's nothing particularly keeping me down here. I could come out to. Do you have like seats? Could you accommodate?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
He like bangs on Tarkus, like he punches Tarkus' shoulder a couple of times, and he's just like, "You're a big fella too. Like, yeah, if you're part of this, you have to have large seats for large creatures like us, just flexing and being powerful."
Here we go.
Against my better judgment, I think I need to roll again.
wait. Oh no.
A 9.
Shit.
A tough choice. Like he becomes aware of your not aggression, but like not immediately. He's not going to fight you right now, not off of a mixed success, but he is aware that it's just like, oh no, you are a hunter. He becomes aware of what you are, the slayer, but he's not off put by this. Your tough choice is you can learn how strong he is, like you can, yeah. Do you want to like, you can push back on it and just be polite and like wave him off and not say anything, or he will learn you are the slayer and you can learn how strong he is.
That's not the big bad wolf thing anymore.
No, the big bad wolf is Osiria.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Well, it's a good thing Assyria's not here.
Right?
Because that's one that can't be fought off, right?
Is it possible to still remain polite but get the idea of how tough this thing is?
How do you do that?
Good question.
Like right now you're catching one of his hands right to your shoulder, and he's a big guy. He sees you as a big guy, so he doesn't go light, Like, I'm not saying that it hurts, but a smaller being, if he had punched like Flynn this way, Flynn would go flying.
I think Tarkus is going to try to catch one of the punches, but not really do anything beyond that.
Absolutely metal.
Hope your hand doesn't shatter from it.
It's like, it definitely doesn't. Like, the fist hits Tarkus's open hand, and like you are able to stop it from going, and he's just like, I reference Baki a lot, but that's because Baki's really dumb and funny.
He looks amazing.
There's a scene in Baki where Yujiro goes up against Pickle, and he just puts fist to fist.
Yeah.
Like, that moment is happening, like, and all around you guys, the music is like ominous, just like one of those low rumbles, like to the surface, and the liquid bismuth is like bubbling and becoming like, it's becoming swords and it's becoming axes.
Important question. Does
Is there
Oro
bismuth
flex
wrestling
so
going on?
hard that the muscles on his back become a demon face?
I think when Oro flexes that hard, it becomes a worm's face on his back.
Whoa.
Like you just see the tassel worm on his back.
Wait, does that mean Tarkus is Pickle?
In this situation, Tarkus is Pickle. So Tarkus, you get flipped at the last second. Like he like his fist twists and flips you, but you land on your feet. if you were to fight him and you used all of your power, you might be able to overcome him one-on-one. That is what you learn.
Writing that down, writing that down.
Jesus Christ.
And then it's just the music drone and stops, and each one of you see a rainbow melee weapon floating in the bismuth river.
Oh,
It appears that it is made out of bismuth, and it reflects what you would want in a weapon.
So it's really brittle but pretty.
Oh, sorry, bismuth here is not particularly brittle.
Ah,
This stuff is magical out the ass, and it resonates in such a way that people are going to want to dance. Like, if you use these weapons in conjunction with dancing, they are twice as effective. They do twice as much damage, and they do you get to roll twice as long as you are dancing to use them.
amazing.
And they
What's
can
your
literally
weapon of
be
choice,
whatever you
fellas?
want.
I think Gemini just kind of dips his staff in, and like all of the metal gets replaced with the bismuth.
Oh yeah, Gemini actually has his multi-tool with him.
He does.
So he gets to just throw it in there and be like, yeah. Hmm.
I have to write that down.
If you guys can't think of anything right now, we can definitely just say that you have them.
Oh, okay. So it's just stuff that we have all been given, like, as of now?
Yes, you will have them right now. Like,
Ah.
Kite shield.
I got a steel chair, but it's bismuth.
Bismuth chair.
all right,
A
absolutely.
functional folding chair made of bismuth.
Here we go. You got your chair, bro. What do you mean, Kaijin? It's fine. Don't worry about it.
He said it gives 2 rolls for attacking while dancing.
Yep, as long as you are dancing.
It's advantage and more damage if you can incorporate it into a dance move.
Oh, more damage
Exactly
too.
that. Yep. They will do. I think they do 3 raw and 6 if you tie in a dance.
So there you go. There's some heavy hitting weapons.
It's how much
Valentin-
extra damage?
It'll go from 3 to 6, basically double. Valentina's gonna do the meanest shield bashes with that thing. Good lord.
Yeah, I was feeling a little vulnerable. I thought I needed a shield. 'Cause my subconscious.
Absolutely. Tarkus, any particular idea? Oh, it's steel chair.
Yeah, Tarkus got a steel chair. Valentina got a kite shield. Gemini just upgraded his staff. And for me, at least for the handle itself, it would be bismuth. But I'm thinking potentially a whip situation.
Oh.
Absolutely, for sure. Like, it can be super flexible bismuth too. Like, maybe the cord can be just like rainbow, like metal. Are you looking for just like a normal end or like a flail end, like a chunk of bismuth
Yeah, I was
at
gonna
the
say
end?
normal whip or like a scorpion whip.
Oh, like a chunk
Oh.
of rock all the way at the end of it.
Yeah, like,
That's interesting. Definitely.
but a
seems like it
whip
would
is
hurt more.
perfectly good. It's
It
like,
definitely
and
seems like it would hurt with the rock on the thing. Bam.
right, but like a real whip can be used as a tool as well.
Exactly. It's what I'm thinking basically with the whip, because Leo has a habit of going over like with things like that have some sort of utility purpose, and a whip can be used as in quite well when it comes to utility. It doesn't have to always be hitting people over the head with it.
right?
Indiana Jones.
Yeah, Indiana Jones, very like
Mhm,
grab
mhm.
a thing, swing with it.
Yeah.
Catwoman.
All right.
Be used to flail around with your puppet arms like your Ernest Evans.
Also, let's face it, this is from Lydian and it's musically based, so like it could 100% be like a singing whip type thing that could carry a harmony, and like the crack could be musical in nature.
Right. The whip crack lets out a note.
Oh my god, you're just that one guy from the Ren fairs. Like toss a coin to your whipper.
Oh Jesus!
Another
Now
one.
I'm
Oh
imagining
good lord!
the SNL skit Whipmaster.
I got stuck on that one a little longer than intended. All right, so you guys get to like heading down the way to the club, looking for the ones and twos, and as you approach, you are feeling that house music that Valentina was mentioning before. Just like the most driving beat, and you do see it up ahead. It's a building that's full of light, like all the windows just keep flickering, even and like it's dark down here normally. You can tell that it's normally dark, but inside here there's a fucking party.
All right.
Oh.
Like you are seeing more spirits of spirits of music and spirits of dance just like going all over this room. And on the you got DJ Ghost on the ones and twos. And like
Yo, it's DJ Ghost.
DJ Ghost.
it's like you guys just hear like wiggity 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 wiggity. It's the fucking Lockstitch. So what are you guys doing here?
Not just Lockstitch. We are for the Queen.
Pose.
Leo does the pose and then he goes back to normal. We were actually looking for like he's got to do the pose, but then he goes back to business. We came here looking to help restore the song in Lydian. It's stuff like things that we're trying to really fix up something within all of the songs on this side, and one of them is the ones and twos, which we were told it's being used by another.
It's like, oh yeah, you know I'm on them, and he starts like mixing records. He's just like, I found out a way to make a party that never ends, and it's just like,
Oh yeah.
and he just like keeps listening. Like, you guys can all see these spirits when you're in here, like in this room. Like the room is crowded with, and like they've got little music notes coming off their mains and stuff, and I think it's adorable. Look at it. Look at it.
So we do the
stop.
music thing that we're supposed to do. Is that a thing that has to stay happening, or can we just do it once and then let DJ Ghost continue his thing?
It would at least have to be part of the mix.
Oh yeah. Everyone's like, hey, can we just hand him some of the these discs and let him just put it into the mix? Problem solved, right?
It's just like, all right. I mean,
Well, would that
for
work?
sure. He's like, I'll add it to the mix for sure, but like, I don't know the dance that goes along with this. And these spirits, they're spirits of dancing, but they're not spirits of creativity. So it's
Just
not
gotta
like
show him what to do.
I mean,
Leo looks to the three of them. I think I see where this is going. If they need to learn the know of the dance, well, we can try to teach them.
Mm-hmm.
So that when that particular mix comes in, they'll know what dances to follow, how to go with it. Do you think that you would be able to assist with such a thing, DJ Ghost?
just like, I'll set it up. I'll put this. And he like holds up the record that Oro gave you, and it's just like dark purple, like translucent, with a bunch of like stars all through it. and then he puts up the other one, and it's like it's a record that is mostly orange, but it's got some teal swirls in it.
The magic. Which, if I remember correctly, orange is Echo and teal is us, right?
That is right.
But what about the purple? Is that a particular magic, or is that like something else entirely?
That's just space.
Okay.
I did the wrong thing there. Forget what I put in there.
Is that the color for like? So you said teal is the Lockstitch color?
No, teal is
Or-
Echo. Teal is the planet of ecosahedron.
No,
Orange is the planet of ecosahedron. Teal is us, and purple. Maybe. Caustic said purple might be charity.
Purple is charity for a world, but that's a different record. This is just that record is the record for the Celestial Sea.
It could be two different purples. Okay, I get it.
Yeah. The magic. There's one magic record. There's a magic record and a physical place record. The 1s and 2s are going to be dangerous if we let them get into the wrong hands for the record. I wasn't thinking about that, but if the alchemists get the 1s and 2s,
it's bad.
It's bad. I didn't really. It never occurred to me like this artifact might be that powerful. But
we got DJ Ghosty. He's chilling. He's gonna vibe with the music.
You got DJ God Ghost.
So like, what color would like those from space be?
You guys are the purest teal. Like you guys have no orange in you at all. You weren't here when that happened.
Right. So, but most Lockstitch is teal with some orange in there.
Actually, no. You guys aren't even teal. You're if you were from the liminal plane, you're teal. If your character technically was from another world, like Leo is probably not even teal. No, if Leo was in space, he wouldn't be teal. You know what I mean? Like Rennick is whatever his home color, his home world color was. We know that got combined into this world, but we haven't seen him.
So Gemini, are you originally from Liminal or no?
Yeah, you were born on Liminal, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so then you're teal.
Just interesting things to think about that don't really come up. I put music in the LS Play channel. That's what song is about to start playing.
Let's go.
Here we go.
As DJ Ghost like sets down the records and he's just like, all right, I'm gonna play this track of yours. And then he starts playing his music. And how are you guys dancing?
I realize there's 4 spirits here in particular. Do each of us pick a spirit to try to teach in particular to the guys and gals?
Sounds like a good play.
All right, well, yeah, pick your spirits, y'all.
Bird to bird.
There's a couple birds. There's a bird that's got a lot of legs, and there's a bird that's got like big old wings. Which bird you going to?
This one.
Come hither, mighty steed.
I didn't realize we were all going to want to move around the tokens here. The tokens are now movable by you guys. I'm going through them.
All right, Leo, which one you want?
I will dance with the bird. So I will. There you go. And you have the sort of steed, sort of bird mix we got going on over here. All right, everyone. We've done many dances before. This shall be no different. Let's show them what we can do. For the queen, everybody.
For the queen.
For the queen.
For the queen.
So what, we start rolling or
Yeah, roll
Right.
and then like
How you
either
describe your
roll
dance?
if you want. I think you each get 2d20 though, easily. And if you want to add any more abilities or anything, you can get more of a success, or the more elaborate your dance is.
so tempting to try and cast help again, but
Earned a lot of AP on capitalism.
Ooh, 17. 15. I think with this one, Leo's gonna really give it his all, and
Yeah.
he's gonna do the big old dance over here. So I'm spending 5 AP. Don't worry about the actual like effects, but basically he's using his like a lot of magic in this one as he does his dance, twirling and spinning, using the shawl to help make it seem like he's got more of a sense of like a fake sense of flight, considering he is helping out with a bird. So he's trying to do his best to emulate that of what a bird can do in his steps.
For sure, yeah.
Yeah, and with the magic, then using magic, he's using that to help him with that even further. Let's roll.
Yeah. Like, Leo, for this, roll 2d20, and each number does mean better than the last, but even a 2 is not a failure for you. A 2 is still a success, but just like a rough-looking success. But you got a 14 there,
14.
so we're good.
So 14, 16, 15, and 17. Oh, 14, 15, 16, 17. Well, I'll be.
Huh. That's just fun. Yeah, what is the signature dance move that you have imparted onto the spirit, onto the concept of dancing, for the record? Like, these spirits aren't going to be here forever. They're going to go out and other spirits will come in, but these dance moves will stay with them forever. So you have imprinted a dance onto these spirits. What is it?
We've taught dancing spirits a dance move. That's kind of wild.
Creativity.
the only thing that pops into my mind, and this will only make sense for people who did a specific side quest in Disco Elysium, is the dancing you can do in the dance club. It's great. I don't know how to describe it.
It's just raw emotion.
Yeah.
It's not about being good. It's about feeling good.
Yeah. Exactly.
This weird fucking bird thing is just like vibing with you. It's just like you guys all look over and Gemini and this weird ostrich spirit of dancing are like drunk dancing in the middle of the bar. Like nobody's fucking watching, but everybody's watching. But you know, it's just good. It's just good. What else we got?
Trying to think of something in particular.
You know what? Because I feel like being silly, I think Tarkus teaches this horse Pegasus thing, the Manderville Mambo.
God damn it.
Oh, hell yeah.
Definitely creative. I don't think that's a common dance around here, that's for sure.
Does it end with a suplex?
No, it's a dance from Final Fantasy 14.
Yeah, I thought like most of the Manderville stuff like eventually ended with somebody getting suplexed into the ground.
Or are you talking more the player emote version?
Oh yeah, or are you talking the emo,
emo version?
Oh, okay.
Does it come with the big gleam on the smile at the end
Yes.
of it? Very
That's
important.
mandatory.
Absolutely. It's like you guys can feel it. Wherever you got the rest of the players are, the crew, if you are on the Celestial Sea, you guys can feel another part of the track slowly coming into place.
Wonderful.
Dance with us, Wonder Crew. Oh, Lockstitch.
How is Val dancing with a horse?
They look a little confused at the start. A brooch between many legs and many arms here. So initially they start flipping their kite shield like the pizza sign before, but maybe that doesn't get across so well. Instead, they focus on their own feet and begin to tap dance.
Oh
Hoping
shit!
that this horse begins
Immediately.
to pick it up.
Immediately that horse is up. I was like, oh fuck yeah, I can do this. Like clippity cloppity clippity cloppity clippity cloppity. Like
Aw. That's adorable.
Yeah, seeing a unicorn dance is a gift in itself.
Remember dance up in this.
Are you
Val
doing
sheds a
the-
tear.
You doing the Moses poses tap dance?
I don't know that one.
We might need a video of that one to know
I'll
what.
look it up. I'll look it up later.
just fucking DJ Ghost is just like, oh, look at it go, look at it go. As the spirit, like tap dancing, starts spinning on its back. And it springs to its, like, all four of its hooves and just starts tap dancing. Like, it's fucking sick. It's like, bring it home, Leo.
I put Moses poses in the Alice Play channel.
All right, I'll have to watch that later. On Leo's, I guess since it's like with the last two, with Leo's dancing, with his spins and his throwing of the shawl, his steps would be like, it would be close, but close to the point that they're not like that. It would seem like they're touching, but not exactly, as the two dance around one another. It seemed more like to the layman, it seemed more like a more personal dance as they do their steps. And on occasion, since he would use the shawl for a big like swing to sort of like imitate like a great big flap of the bird as it spreads its wings, kind of deal. And it would be more how do I I'm not sure how exactly to describe it, but it's definitely more of a more like a dance that's more easily done for two.
Absolutely. I think the parrot will, not the parrot, the bird spirit will also begin like taking the form that you need it to. Like if you lead, it will follow.
Very interesting. It will take the form, and it will take the form of it still is bird, but it would be like more or less humanoid in shape, because Leo's just more accustomed to dancing with another like humanoid person.
Absolutely.
Though it would be definitely far taller than he is. But Leo is used to dancing with taller people, so works easy enough.
For sure. And it suddenly like ends exactly where it would need to and then loops back to the start, and he's just like, all right, I got it. And he's just like plays with the records, and he's just like, all right, I'll keep these records over here. I'll keep it going. I'll keep it in the mix so that like you guys can feel it. I think all over the world, Celestial Sea feels it the hardest. Especially people standing in Haven, or like Lydian or Haven are the two that feel it the hardest. If you are there, they are dancing. I'm not telling you have to dance, but if you have AP, you feel like you need to dance. It's almost like something is pushing your body to dance. Like, along Alkali, like a lot of people are beginning to dance all through it. Like the Neverglades, very happenstance just fucking loses its mind. Let's be clear.
Yeah.
Like happenstance we've started a holiday that they didn't know. I think happenstance is going to take a month to recover from this.
I assume the spirits making pizza are like dancing around, spinning.
Absolutely,
spinning dough, and
those spirits are all feeling more like people. Like each one of them. has their own name. I'm gonna say we have 5 spirits working there. One of those is We get to name 4 more.
Oh.
That's right, Rupert. One of them is named.
I mean, I'm fine with that.
I heard a cat make that noise.
How do you
once. I
spell
loved it.
that?
You gotta go. You gotta like drag out that R. You know.
Ah, okay.
And it's gotta be 4 R's and 2 H's. All right.
R-R-R-R-E-H-H. Got it.
It's
Beautiful.
One of them I think
Like-
could be named Oatmeal.
oatmeal.
Oatmeal. Okay.
All right, so we got and it's 4 M's on that one. Then we also have we have oatmeal. Okay, what else we got? What about Valentina and Tarkus? Y'all got names that you can think of? Like, it doesn't have to be actual names, it could be whatever.
Like literally, they name themselves the most ridiculous. They are currently pizza makers because it's funny to them. Piccadilly's pretty good.
Oh.
But we don't have to name them right now either. As we go through like hymnal is resonate like this is the day they finally fix that last panel of glass and it all starts resonating. But have we all seen Sister Act?
A long time ago, but yes.
Okay. But you know how Whoopi Goldberg shows up to the church and like they're all like normally singing like their choir music, but then they start singing the choir music like jazzy and like it goes to like jazzy and lounge singery. Hymnal suddenly has a couple of days of that where their gospel is instead just like really fun.
Cool.
The furthest that it reaches is the forest where the Tatzelworm is, where there is definitely a sway to the trees that has nothing to do with the breeze.
Nice. Dancing trees.
That reminds me, what's the... Oh, I forget the name of the flesh tree.
Oh, she's Claire.
Claire,
She's
yeah.
doing fine.
Awesome.
Kind of. She lives in the outpost above Yoke. Like, she gets regular baths. They clip her nails. She's
Awesome.
very weird. I become uncomfortable with Claire, but, you know, she's out there.
Yeah. Because, yeah, reminder to everybody, there's a tree made of flesh named Claire, and she's cool.
Unrelated to the tree made of flesh, but kind of related, like, same kind of magic went into making both of them. There's Gemini's apprentice has learned how to make meat trees. They're just trees that grow meat.
Interesting. A little creepy, but interesting.
It's the worst part of it is like because they're not technically meat that they call them nuts, and he keeps saying you want to see these nuts.
God damn it.
But wait. Because we've remember D's nuts come specifically from the D's tree.
This is true. He is like they're the same. They're one and the same, but he's learned how to like grow them faster.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Don't you worry. It all comes back to that tree.
Good. Good to know. Now we just needed somebody named Bofa to discover a variant.
It's so elaborate. There was years in the making, D's nuts joke. But yeah, you guys have set the tone. And let me tell you right now, Lydian, the city, is partying. And they are partying hard. It's for the queen staying here for this party.
All right. Do you guys want to stick around?
Gemini, I think, was like, we need something first. Gets on the comms. For a bit. It's like, okay, we got 3 more torpedoes of pizza coming.
Ah, fantastic.
I think it's best I probably get as far away from Oros as possible.
Well, we're heading towards the surface, and if he gets nearby, I will let you know if you need to take some time away. But if you wish to head back, I will let them know. It'll be fine.
That'd probably be safest.
Understood. Thank you, Tarkus, for all of this. Oh, actually, this might be fortuitous. We do still need to get something from up on the surface, the sea shanties. Would you be able to deliver them to the captain for us?
Sure thing.
Much appreciated. And the group will come back, and they gotta get them sea shanties. Oh, suddenly there's an ant out of nowhere.
So does Oro come up to the surface for the dancing?
Oh yeah.
And the pizza?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oro's not like the secret hidden spirit of the city.
Gotcha. He's there to chill. Understood. But yeah. And if that's the case, then if Oro will be going to the surface, it might be best for Tarkus to head back. Considering the curse, and he could bring the sea shanties to the captain.
Important question though: how hard was it to get up the stairs with the getting past the thousands of?
I think it took so much longer than getting down.
Yeah.
I think it's just like
it took a lot. Took a lot of dancing.
Why are there so many stairs?
Why are there
How
so many
long do
brooms?
these last?
Where'd all these brooms come from?
I guess we'd be like, hey, if you ever need multi-tool staves, bottom of the stairs, there's so many.
I do believe they do go away.
Oh,
they will
okay.
they will
They're
eventually
temporary.
vanish.
They're temporary, unfortunately.
Never mind then.
Because you could just like bank on rolling a 7. Like it's not easy to bank on rolling a 7, but then make my life hell.
That is fair.
Yeah, so you grab the 7 sea shanties. It's like I guess we'll have to figure out what they sound like at some point. People like writing sea shanties.
Yeah.
Sorry, I think somebody was saying something.
Oh no!
No, okay.
What one of us saying something?
Okay. With that, I think like Tarkus loads himself into one of the torpedoes, and Phoebe's just like, talk about stuffed crust.
Damn.
Pulls the lid. And then yeah, there's a fucking wild party in Lydian. People are welcome to come to this party. They will put out a welcome thing for like and this could be not part of your R&D missions, but if you guys want to role play just hanging out in Lydian, I will give some information to our role play leaders for some of the characters.
Sounds
Awesome.
good.
And probably look out for that tomorrow. Look out for the information about the characters tomorrow. But go ahead and feel free of you guys talking about arriving here and talking about your music
join the
when
party.
you walk.
Also, important note: Gemini heads out to the streets and starts just pouring glasses of endless wine.
Oh shit!
It's like, well, yeah, we don't really drink or eat, but sure, why not?
Folks, we partying. Oh, apparently, Osiria and Pim are already on the way. Apparently, they're en route.
Quick on the invite.
It's just like RSVP. Fuck
RSVP.
that word. There you go. It's just you hand them the letter as you show up. It's like, all right. Yeah, that will be the end for today's game, as Tarkus is going one way and just passes by Osiria and Pim coming the other way. And Gemini's now getting a city drunk. Yeah, I'll do a real quick recap. Oh, sweet background. So for the queen, Leo, while hanging out in Haven, realized that the gemstone that resonates with the feeling of dancing and the desire to dance in this world is bismuth. Like if AP is going through bismuth, you want to dance. That is just, you don't have to. It doesn't like mind control you into dancing. It's just if you are going to dance, you are more likely to, and you are more likely to do it better. Then For the Queen was invited to go hang out in Lydian for its adventure, according to a friendly spirit that we've been calling ghosts for a while. But before we could do that, we had to make For the Za, the pizza chain restaurant that is now in Haven, that is co-owned by all of the members of For the Queen, but also Phoebe, once black market salesman that turned sea louse wrangler and dandelion grower. Yeah, he has a dandelion growing in his office. It looks like it might have a face. Don't ask a lot of questions. Then we went to Lydian, realized that For the Queen is just right at home in Lydian, except for
What was that guy's name again?
Which guy?
The guy
Aura?
that we hired.
Oh,
Phoebe.
Phoebe.
Or
The
Feeb. Phoebe.
okay.
Then Valentina, through dance, accidentally introduced capitalism,
what's
through the spirit of capitalism, to Lydian. And there was an entire game around catching that little spirit before like it infected this city, which was great. They managed to kill it. Valentina broke her little hand on it, but saw 2 glimpses of possible futures.
that is wild.
And then we had a dance-off with the Back Alley Bats, which you guys won handily. And then the secondary fight against them while they were being possessed by the spirit of capitalism, where you just trounced them. You you like basically rode the waves of the bats to get downstairs. Then you met up with a creature named Oro, who is the Ouroboros worm that sits beneath Lydian. Like, he doesn't have to chill out there. That's just where he lives. It's big and like he likes to be comfortable.
Probably nice and warm with the lake of liquid bismuth too.
Right, and it's so close to the club, he could just pop in whenever he wants.
Yeah. Plus, I mean, the rocks that roll. It just seems like a chill place to hang out.
It's a cool place. Like, a lot of people don't like living there because, you know, you want your house to be in the same spot that it was yesterday. But if you don't care about that, live down here.
Is there a population that lives down there?
I bet there is. Like, obviously the ghosts, like the spirits do.
Yeah.
So there's probably some people that are like more connected with. These are the kind of people that listen to sound effects instead of music, though. You know what I mean? Like those kind of audio files.
Yeah.
Like they listen to like sheet metal scraping across a warehouse floor for 4 hours. That.
Jeez.
It's not, I wish I was just making things up when I said stuff like that, because I'm not. And then we found that there was a song that was wrong. Oro had the song, we just had to mix it and dance to it. But we knew the best DJ in the game, and he was already down here. So we gave DJ Ghost the records that we needed, and you not only danced perfectly for it, you, instead of dancing with each other, danced with the spirits and taught them the dance moves, and they have just been added to Echo's zeitgeist of music. And then there was a party. after Tarkus got stuffed in. Oh, sorry. They invented pizza delivery via torpedoes. My
So
bad.
you left out the most important thing.
Forgot about it for a second. A lot of things happened in this game. You have a chair made of bismuth. So yeah, I hope everybody had a good time. Our next game should be Friday. We are going to try to get the schedule done. We're getting the schedule done as soon as possible. I'm not making any promises as to when you will see it, but we will let you know before the weekend what games it is. I know what Sunday's game's going to be. I'm pretty sure, because I think that's the 10th.
Gotcha.
But that's basically the only one. You guys, well, we have the games we want to play. We just got to contact people. And that's the tricky part. You guys did great. I always enjoy having a For the Queen dancing game.
Hey, GG's.
For the queen.
Thanks,
Yeah.
thanks for
For
search.
the queen.
Oh, also, oof, Valentina, those buns, your hand. We gotta get that fixed.
It's
Dance it off.
It's fine. It's fine. Well,
So
then you're
thank
a
you
good
guys.
We
engineer.
can build you a better one out of porcelain.
So a couple quick things that I wanted to say. I have a chat under the workshop that's called Lock Shuffle. I want to design a card game out of our crew. I really do. And if you're not in that channel because you're afraid that you might not have enough to add, anything to add is perfect. I really want to as many voices on this idea as I can because I want to
awesome.
know what's fun for people.
I think we've
Such a
Probably-
called some pretty
binge.
good ideas.
Probably don't copy Tetramaster too much.
See, that is my worry. I was
Yeah.
literally was just how do we legally distinct triple triad?
A triple triad would be much better.
Yeah, triple triad is easier to pull off. Tetramaster is confusing. I've always enjoyed it in FF9, but God, was it confusing.
Well, it has oh yeah. How about what if the numbers are not guaranteed? What if it's random value?
All right.
And see,
Right.
I
Random.
oh, go ahead. But yeah, that. Just if you got ideas, talk in there. That's what I want to do. And there was something else I wanted to say. That was one. I fell out, guys. But yeah. So please, if you have silly ideas, talk in there. This game was great. I'm good.
Alright, then we are going to wrap up here, and we will see y'all on Friday at normal time, probably. So,
Yeah.
bye forever.
Probably. Bye-bye forever, everybody.
For the queen.
In the celestial sea where stars align, Lockstitch will go where wonder lies. Its specialist crew a beacon of light will work to unravel secrets entwined. Lore with her care and lust for life, turning the cogs in her curious mind. Scales that tell stories of times long past. Deep in the echo, her interest is cast. Starborne Melody echoes in the deep. An ancient history, now our secrets to keep. Sail on a siren with feathers adorned, seeks to maintain her graceful form. A voice that weaves tales across the sky, relaying the dreams that never die. Rennick the brain with numbers and might, forearms for eyes in the cosmic night. Stoic and with numerical grace, in Lockstitch's crew he has found his place. Starborne Melody echoes in the deep. An ancient history, now our secrets to keep. the skillful pair. Always the team with starry hair.